So what do you have for us, Lisa G?
Stern Show writer Benji Bronx says he plans to lose 50 pounds this year after starting the new year, weighing it at 206.5 pounds.
Yeah, I saw that on his Facebook.
Oh,
Is that right?
Yeah. He comes to life on that Facebook.
Right. He instructed his Facebook friends to only comment if they were Black, Hispanic, or Asian.
Yeah, he does a lot of material on Facebook that I don't even understand. I'm in the Benji world because of that Facebook. And he goes, I want to lose 50 pounds. If you want to comment, you have to be Black, Hispanic, or Asian. And I go, I don't get the joke. Oh, it's not a joke? What was that?
I just wanted, you know, I wanted to see who, like, I just thought it'd be interesting. Like,
okay, all right. We're starting off great this year. I thought it'd be interesting to hear from Blacks and Hispanics.
What difference does it make?
I don't know. That's a very racist thing. I think he's trying to be funny, personally.
I do, too,
Yeah.
and he won't say that.
No, he's Andy Kaufman. He stays in character. The shtick is really working out well for him. Time to try. Here's your resolution.
Nobody knows his character.
Try a new shtick this year. Honestly, I love you, but try a new shtick. Like, try being real.
Maybe I'm not into real.
Yeah, but it's not. You spent 45 years working on this persona, and you've gotten nowhere.
No, listen. It was just, it's like when I do something.
Your humor isn't working for you.
I'm not saying it's the funniest thing in the world. I was just having fun.
Yeah, but what is the fun?
I can't explain.
You're having fun
that.
writing that on Facebook and waiting for the responses?
I had fun deleting people that were white.
Okay.
How did you deleted me.
Hey, by the way, at least Benji... Oh, yeah, you wrote in and then...
I wrote something.
And he deleted you.
He deleted me.
Poor Lisa. At least Benji's date was normal at the holiday party this year. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was like I was waiting for her to act out.
Everybody was like, oh, she's normal.
Based on the chick from last year who was practically, you know, her dress was hiked up and Benji was practically fingering her at the party. Like, this one was kind of normal.
It's a date.
Pretty, too.
She's very pretty, and my last year's was very nice, too.
Yeah, I didn't say it.
Nobody said she wasn't nice.
I kind of missed the one from last year.
Very exciting.
I'll be honest with you. She was fun. By the way, how late did the party go that I threw?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I left when it was still going on.
I snuck out of there.
I left shortly after you did.
I thought
went
you left
to turn
before.
around to say goodnight to you, and you were already gone.
I'm like the Shadow. I'm like the Flash. My super speed gets me out of every situation. I was having a really good time, but I found that I was very tired. I drank a lot, and actually I didn't even drink that much. And it was around 10:30. And Beth said, okay, time to go. And I said, I think you're right. And then I looked around for you, and you were gone. I said,
No,
oh, Robin.
I was sitting talking with John Hine and JD and
Gee, what a fun group.
Will. And then I was like, okay, I'm getting tired.
They drained you.
And I got to get up in the morning. And so I said, oh, let me go say goodnight to Howard and Beth. And I was informed that you had left.
Yeah, we didn't make any formal goodbyes. How about Ronnie? Ronnie was the goofiest of the party. Like, I got up, like Beth said to me, you should get up on the microphone and say a few words.
Yeah.
So I get up and I said a few words. And I said to Beth, I don't want to say a few words. I don't know why I need to say a few words. The party speaks for itself, and, you know, we're all having a good time. But, all right, so she kept hocking me to get up there. So I got up and I made a speech. Who knows what I said? Just, you know.
Well, you were gracious and nice, yeah.
And then Ronnie grabbed the microphone. No one was looking for him.
Oh, you didn't ask him to do that?
No. And he gets up there and he goes, I wish I had a tape of it. He goes, do you remember it, Lisa?
Just a lot of yelling.
He starts yelling.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and you don't, the whole theme of his thing was, you know, because he's a comedian now. You don't know what I have to put up with this guy, meaning me.
Right.
You have no idea what I have to put up. Toenail and fingernail clippings all over my car.
You're clipping your toenails in the car?
I don't have a nail clipper in the car. I've never clipped my nails in the car. Who knows what the fuck he's talking about? And then I even said to him, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Your toenails and fingernails are all over the place." Who knows? Maybe one time I chewed my nail off and it ended up on the floor or something.
Yeah, but it couldn't have been a toenail, could it?
No. And it was a weird, angry speech about what he has to put up with driving me. And I'm like, you fucking asshole, sit down. What a dope. He reminds me of a certain relative of mine who always embarrasses himself whenever there's a group of people because he drinks too much.
Right.
I'm like, Ronnie, you're so lucky I get your whole thing.
But he always, I don't know, I thought you had asked him to do that.
No. He volunteered to get up and make a speech, and it was just a horrible speech. It's just horrible. And I was like, it's a good thing I have a sense of humor.
But what is it about drinking that makes him all of a sudden think he's a public speaker?
Well, what it is he got in with these strip clubs, and he became this persona.
But how many times have we pointed out to him that it's awful?
It doesn't matter. But wherever he is, he thinks he's opening up a Rick's Cabaret. So he gets up and he starts screaming. It's like, I can't even do it. He's like,
Right, it might as well not be a microphone because he's yelling to people.
He's like, yeah. He starts with that, and then he starts making insane comments into the microphone that aren't funny.
And nobody cares.
Hey, Alec?
Yeah.
I hope to have this in the next 2 minutes.
You have it?
Yeah, apparently Doug's got it, so he's sending it over right now.
I love
great.
Doug. Beautiful. You got to hear this fucking speech. Because I
don't remember. I just remember him yelling.
This is the greatest news I ever got. Doug got it.
Yeah, Doug's always got a recording device on him.
Son of a bitch, I said, don't record anything, and he got it. And now I don't know whether to be angry or happy. When it comes to Ronnie, I'm happy. I mean, wait till you hear. I mean, it's just the angry. First of all, I have been so good for this guy.
And I do recall thinking, why is he saying those things about Howard?
Because he thinks he's funny. He really thinks he has a sense of humor and he's an entertaining guy because he goes to the strip clubs and all the strippers tell him he's funny.
Play these things every time he does them. We point out how horrible they are.
But he thinks he's onto something, like Benji.
Does he think we're joking?
No. And all he had to do is stay seated.
No, nobody asked him to get up and say anything. And we thought we had cured him after Bubba's wedding, remember?
Yeah.
When we talked about how horrible he was there.
He was the worst at Bubba's wedding.
By the way, the other person who was kind of strange at the party was Jackie Martling.
Yeah, he was odd. It was weird. It was kind of sad, actually. I'm sitting... Oh, that's funny you bring this up. When we get the Ronnie tape, I'll bring it up.
Okay.
We should be commercial-free today. I have too much to talk about. I got to the party, and I kind of said to myself, rather than kind of flitting around, I'm going to try to, whoever I speak with, have a real conversation. Uh-huh. Which is why I left at 10:30, because after all that real conversation, my throat hurt. Like, I couldn't talk anymore. I was dry. Like, I never get to talk to Fred. And I vowed when I got over there, I said, I love Fred.
And actually, we were having a really nice conversation, but there's one thing about you I got to say. You turn your back for a second, which I did, and you get deluged by tons of people.
Yeah, it's hard
and I
for me
couldn't get back to you.
It's hard for me to have a real. I was having a real conversation with Fred, but somebody always comes over and interrupts.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like Jay Thomas.
That's the curse of being you. Is everybody wants FaceTime with you, and they've got to have.
See, I thought there was something wrong with me that I'm unable to carry on conversation, but I realize it's not me. People really are anxious to talk to me.
They really want to talk to you, and some of them have things to say, and others
don't.
Just want to talk.
So
to you.
One of my goals was to really talk to Fred and have a drink with him because I love Fred.
And it was nice.
And Fred's a great guy, and Fred's been my friend for now 30-something years. And so I really said to Beth, I really want to talk to Fred. I got there, started talking to Fred. 2 seconds later, I'm not talking to Fred. And I don't know when I'm ever going to have this real conversation with Fred, but
next year.
Maybe. It's like the same conversation I want to have with my father, but we never seem to get to it. Either my mother interrupts.
We should have a summit, me, you, and your dad.
Why not? Yeah, just the three of you get together.
There was a day I actually drove to my parents' house where I was going to have a real conversation with my dad. I said, I really want to know things about him. So I get to my parents' house. I sit down with my dad and my mom and talk to my mom and talk to my dad. Then I start this very heavy conversation with my father. And 2 seconds later, my mother goes, I don't feel good. Ben, I need water. So I go, what? I need water. I feel dizzy. Then it all became about her again, and we couldn't.
Never
she didn't
completed that conversation.
No, so I have this fantasy that I'm going to get my father alone at some point, which will
Yeah, I
never
was going
happen.
to say, have you ever just said, Dad, hey, why don't you and I do something?
No, it would hurt my mother too much. And then my psychiatrist said that your mother's going to have to deal with it. I said, well,
Yeah.
I tried, and she got dizzy.
She knows how to bring you back.
But anyway. But with Fred, it's like the same thing. I really had made a plan to and there were people I want, like you, I want to have a conversation, but it's impossible. Because suddenly I'm the belle of the ball.
You are.
I'm
You're
Mr.
Cinderella.
Popular. Yeah, I'm Cinderella. And believe me, as a guy who grew up not famous, I'm the furthest thing from the belle of the ball. I don't know how this all happened. Trust me, I remember many parties where I sat in a corner.
But that whole time you were saying to yourself, everybody should be talking to me. I'm the most interesting one here.
And you were right.
I was walking around, we're having hors d'oeuvres, and the party was great. I have to say, we had tons of food. Everywhere you went, there was tons of food. And to me, you see, this is what I explained. To me, when I go to parties, I can't stand when there isn't food. So this party that I threw, every 2 feet you went, there was a tray full of food. And then you went over and there was a oyster bar, a shrimp bar, a sushi, a this, a that,
They
the
had
other
it
thing.
all covered.
I made
You
sure
couldn't get
Robin
away
had a
from food.
vegetarian.
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs, which are fabulous.
I tried them.
Place called Lure. My friend John owns it. It's great, and it was a wonderful party.
You must have made them crazy, though, about having something for me, because
Yes.
practically at the front door they gave me.
I said, and please, dear God, consider Robin, for Christ's sake. She got aced out of the McCartney concert. She's got to be considered. Yeah, I made him crazy.
And I said, look, can I take off my coat?
No. Second she walked in, I had them hand Robin a cantaloupe and a broccoli head. A whole head of broccoli and vegetables.
Had so much shrimp.
I
man.
said, I want vegetables coming out of her ass. Yeah.
I had so much. I ate so much at the appetizers. I never made it to the buffet.
Right.
Shrimp, sushi, crab legs, mussels, everything.
Fabulous,
It was
right?
unbelievable.
Right.
Unbelievable. All right, go to Gary page 1 in blue.
Oh, the Ronnie.
For
Okay,
Ronnie.
all right. I'll get to that in a second, but I did want to make the point about Jackie Robin
Yes.
brought up. So I'm at the party, and I'm, making sure to talk to everyone. I, of course, invited Jackie. He's part of the channels. And he's there with some new girlfriend.
Right.
Attractive girl.
Very high.
Very nice. And he's sitting in one of the booths because we had the whole restaurant rented out. I go, hey, Jackie. Hey, boss. I'm still boss. Some boss.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I got rid of you. You don't have to call me boss. So I said, I'm not going to blow by Jackie. Jackie always feels dismissed. So I sit down in the booth, and I'm talking to Jackie and his girlfriend. And Jackie said, isn't she beautiful? I go, Jackie, she's very beautiful. Hey, well, look at me. I'm 62 years old. And we're having a conversation. And this was part of my plan, to have real conversation with people, to make a connection. So I'm talking to Jackie and this. So then Jackie goes, hey, Howard, thank you for sitting down with me.
I know,
I go,
he always makes you feel like
you shouldn't.
something horrible has gone on in the past.
Yeah.
And thank you for not doing it again.
So I go, Jackie, why are you thanking me? It's embarrassing to me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sitting with me. Like, he always has a chip on his shoulder.
Right.
This guy, I never could figure him out all the years I worked with him. He always has a chip on his shoulder. Like, in other words, thank you. You know, normally a guy like you wouldn't sit with me. Thank you for sitting with me.
Yeah.
I'm a friend of his. I worked with him for years. Why wouldn't I be sitting with him? Why would you thank me for sitting with you?
You invited him to your party.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Thanks for inviting me. I didn't expect to be invited. And it's always this. And then, you know, all of a sudden, a Paul McCartney song popped into my head. And this is crazy. The song was, you took your lucky break and broke it in two. And that's all I could think of.
It was your first mistake. You took your lucky break.
It
and broke
was your
into
first
Too many people.
mistake.
Yeah.
Too many people is the name of the song.
Yeah.
I would like you to play some of that in a minute.
I think he wrote that about the Beatles breaking up.
Well, too many people. You took your lucky break, you broke it in two. And whenever I think of Jackie now, I keep thinking you took your lucky break and you broke it in two. And I tell you, his lucky break was me and this show. He had a great thing going, and we had a great thing going with him. And he took it and broke, because it's gone.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen again. If the whole planet left, I still won't work with him.
And I think he really thinks I'm keeping him off the
Yes,
show.
no, it's me who's keeping him off the show.
'Cause
I'm
that
relieving
was
you
the
of that.
vibe I got when I
Well,
saw him.
No, it's me. I can't put up with it anymore. But why would you take your lucky break and break it in
Break it.
two? When he's sitting there thanking me in the booth, I go, Jackie, stop it.
And he
You're-
makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So you can't stay around him.
No. Oh, I had to get out of there. Ronnie's speech was just
Totally
spectacular.
uncalled for.
And it's so funny because we always tell him how inappropriate he is and how he makes a fool out of himself when he's drunk, and yet he's almost like a Klansman who can't help himself get up at the rally and scream
Yeah.
about the N-word and the Jews and the whole thing. It's like he just can't help himself. So, like, I made this heartfelt speech about, you know, I'm so glad we're all together and all this. And then Ronnie got up and just grabbed the microphone. And I go, oh, here's Ronnie to make a speech. I thought he was going to say something nice. But again, he gets in that strip club mode. Hey, what's this new mustache look, man? I hate it.
Uh-oh, he's got some handlebars.
You hate everything about me, so what's the difference?
Hey, isn't the feeling mutual? Someone said to me, why do you think Ronnie made that speech about you? I said, because Ronnie's jealous and hates me.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's true. It all came
What is
out.
wrong with you, dude?
What a horrible
First
speech
of
you
all,
made.
You would have won.
It wasn't a roast, Ronnie. You're trying to be a funny persona.
I wasn't. Listen. You would have said to me, go make us.
I didn't tell you to make a
Yes, you
speech.
did. Yes, you
Oh,
did. Yes, you did.
You were standing
I
there. Look,
said-
I said, you want to make a speech? Go ahead.
Dude, we were standing all the way in the back, and I was talking to you, and you go, well, I think it's time I make a speech. He goes, I think you should make one, too. You should come up. I'm going to call you. But I go, no, dude, I'm not going to do that this year.
I don't remember
I'm not getting
that.
involved. What?
And I wasn't drunk. You were. I had one drink.
So that I only had 2 drinks when I
You mean
saw
you weren't drunk when you made this speech?
No.
This is a sober Ronnie?
Yeah. Listen to this speech. This is the most
Dude,
amazing
you're
speech.
so full of shit.
Well, the people listen to it. Maybe I am full of shit.
You're
We're
full
gonna
of shit.
find
You
out.
told me to make the speech.
We got the. Well, did you have to make that speech? Let's say I did tell you to make a speech, which I.
What's
Say
this shit
something
with
nice
with this
about
I got
somebody.
a persona because of a strip club. Stop it now.
Dude,
what is
you
this?
have a whole personality
Maybe
that you put
thank
on.
Howard.
Please stop it now.
What would have been wrong with saying, you know what, Howard and I have had a pretty good 25-year run. He's my friend,
And it's a great
I
party.
said
and
let's
all,
have a great
and all of you
time.
here are a friend, and
Yeah.
but you always have to be the court jester. Now you got the mustache of a court jester.
I didn't want to make a speech. You would have want to told me to make the speech.
Well, you certainly made one.
Okay.
The truth came out.
Oh yeah, the truth came.
You had to do it.
Okay, I had
Well,
to do
you
it.
chose what to
Oh,
say.
shut up, you.
No, I wrote this speech.
I had to help you up the stairs. You couldn't even walk.
You heard
What
of
are you talking about?
you heard of Johnny Carson? This is
She had a
Ronnie.
good time. She was so drunk. She couldn't. You were gone already.
Yeah.
You had to see her leaving the place. She was falling down the
Full of
stairs.
Oh, really?
crap. He's out of his mind.
I
He's
had so
standing on the stairs when you walk out. You can't get around.
Right.
Oh, you're so full of shit.
Robin, you heard of Johnny Carson? This is Ronnie Carson.
I had to help her into a car. Come on.
He did not do anything.
Yeah,
Did you see how he doesn't even, he has his perceptions
Yeah,
wrong.
like I walked up the
I'm
steps and
nuts,
said,
man.
what are you
I'm
doing
off the
standing
wall."
out here?
I mean, it was a lovely party. That's some
It was
speech.
great. I said it was a great party.
Listen to
Thanks
this
for
speech.
coming to my party.
Here's the speech. Yeah, that was the other thing.
Thank you, boss. Yeah.
There's that thing he does. He does that everywhere. You know what it is? He goes to these strip clubs,
Right.
and they, he thinks he's going over the footlights.
But you know who he is? He's Hank Kingsley.
Right.
Who's that?
Those who need to know, no. You don't need to know. From Larry Sanders.
Okay, all right.
All right, here we go.
Never watched.
25 years I'm with this man.
5 years I'm with this man.
25.
No, 25
Oh,
years.
25 years I'm with this man.
You don't know how I did it.
I don't know how I did
Yeah,
it.
you're so horrible.
Farts in the car.
Farts in the car.
He cuts his nails in the car.
Cuts his nails in his car. He's been going around saying that forever. I don't even have a nail clipper anywhere near your car. Where do I clip? Why do you keep telling people I clip my nails and fart in your car?
I don't know.
That's
I
what
made it up. I made it up.
Well, I don't know. Do I clip my nails? I've never clipped my nails in your car.
Okay.
Maybe I bit a nail off one time.
All right.
You find nail clippings all the time in the car.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know how they get there, dude.
Okay. All right. Well, my persona. I made it up.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Who would make something
I
like
don't own
that
a nail
up?
clipper in your
Who
car.
would make something
I don't
like
have a
that up,
nail
dude?
clipper. I don't have a nail
Yes,
clipper.
you do in your little bag. You have a nail clipper.
Go find one. If you find one now, I'll give you
So
$500.
every day in the car, he takes it
I
out.
didn't say every day. Did I say every day?
So how often do you find these finger or
Yeah, tell
toenails
me.
or
I don't know.
fingernails
Once in
your
a
car?
while.
That's amazing to me.
Once in a while.
Okay. You find nail clippings once in a while.
I'll
back
save
in the
them for you next time.
Please do.
I will.
When's the last time you saw them?
I don't know exactly. It's been a while.
How many years or weeks?
Not years. Not years.
Like what? A day ago? A week ago?
No, maybe 6 months ago.
6 months ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's amazing.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, boss. Yeah. 25 years I'm with this man. You don't know how I did it. He farts in the car. He cuts his nails in the car and leaves his nails on the floor. I don't know how I do it. But now I don't get in the car anymore, so I'm happy.
By the way, the reason you don't get in the car anymore is because I retired you
Okay.
with your security business, where I'm the only client.
All right. Calm down.
How many clients you got in that security business?
Few.
No, me. Period.
All right. Just
Who else?
Okay. Don't worry about it.
Me.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Okay.
Well, now I'm really confused. He finds all this stuff in the car, but he doesn't drive you.
Right. But he must examine the car.
I drive him.
Well, maybe somebody else is clipping their nails back there when you're not in the car. You ever think of that?
Like who?
I don't know. I don't.
Nobody
I don't know
else
what
is
goes
in the car except you.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
the other
know.
driver.
I don't know either.
Moonlighting.
Maybe.
This is some speech.
Oh.
You got a personality
Dude.
like a mole rat.
You asked me to make the fucking speech, okay?
I just want to thank everybody for coming to my party. It's been a great night. It's going to be better. Right, Brian?
What is that?
That's Brian.
That's his personality.
No, that was Brian.
No, that was you and him going at each other. like
Okay.
two caribou.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds like mating. I wish an animal.
It's a mating call of
I
retards.
wish an animal had come up and bent him over.
It's the yell of a married guy out for the night. That's his old married guy persona.
Sorry, I had fun.
wife is here.
Ronnie was very impressed with Bubba the Love Sponge's wife.
Yes.
Heather was
The
there.
beautiful Heather.
Beautiful Heather.
Stand up and take a bow. We haven't seen you in a long time.
All the people, that's who he was zeroed in on, Bubba's
Right.
wife.
Exactly.
Yeah. Did you take her over to Rick's Cabaret?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Or you did, and you're just not saying?
No.
Then why are you making that
What?
I'm
face?
saying no.
You took her over
I did not.
the next night, didn't you?
Did not.
She told you not to tell Bubba?
I didn't take her anywhere. I didn't take her
Did you
anywhere.
meet her somewhere?
No.
Did you meet her at Rick's Cabaret?
No. No.
Mr. Rick's over there.
Yeah, Mr. Ricks.
Everybody have a good time.
That's the Ronnie speech. Everybody have a good time.
Everybody, let's dance.
He hates my guts.
I don't hate your guts.
Of course you do.
What's wrong with you?
You don't know you do? You're not in touch with that aspect of you?
Oh, my God, man. You are psycho, aren't you?
No.
Why would you say such a thing?
What is...
After listening to this speech, what would you say?
I don't know how I put up with this guy 25 years.
Oh,
and
it's a
far-
joke. Come on. What's wrong? What is
There you go.
wrong with you?
Ronnie Carson, there's your personality.
It was a joke. Everybody heard you say to me, I said to you, I didn't want to make a speech.
Okay.
Okay?
What's the difference?
And
You
everybody
make a
heard you
speech.
say to me,
Get up and say
get up
something
there and make a
nice.
speech.
What is your new mustache about? Fu Manchu?
I like it.
What is it? When you have time off, you just start growing hair?
Look how,
Yeah, I'm growing everything.
Look how sculpted it is. It's so sculpted.
That's right. I'm Hulk Hogan now.
Yeah, it's like that.
That's right.
With a, what do you call it under your lip? What is that called?
The soul patch.
Soul patch
Exactly.
and Fu Manchu.
And don't forget the sideburns.
And big
dude.
long sideburn.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, he's doing all kinds
Country
of...
western now.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, man.
You know, you
Country-
look like Billy Bob Thornton.
Good. I don't get you, man. I really don't.
You
Why are
should
you
have been in
breaking my
True Grit.
balls for?
I'm going to do a remake of True Grit. Third remake with him. He's going to be Rooster
Yeah, it's going to be
Cogburn.
called True Shit.
Okay. All right, get out of here. Never make a speech again
All right.
in front of me. All right, thank you. There's Ronnie, the limo driver.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I didn't say dildo.
Yeah! How do you make that noise? Good Lord.
You know, him and Brian, I don't know what they have going on,
Nothing.
but at my book party, that's how they had been out drinking for like 2 hours before. That's how they entered, with those noises.
It's great.
Hey, nice start to the new year, right?
Of course.
Do you feel
it's coming.
Do you feel he exaggerates the truth?
You know it's the exaggeration.
Well, I mean, there's tape. I mean,
so what?
there's tape of you
So what? I don't care.
carrying on and being
I don't
ridiculous.
Care. I don't care. Watch the wall, man.
Oh, I'm still good.
Yeah.
By the way, I really do love Jack and Rod using my Dick Clark.
Yeah!
My new thing.
Keep the noise down in here, will you?
So it seems like every time you make a speech, Howard seems to have a problem with it. He doesn't like the way
I
you.
didn't want to make a speech. Let's get that straight, number one. Okay?
Okay. You didn't want to
I
make a
told
speech,
him.
but you did.
I told him. He asked me, make a speech. I go, no, I'm not doing that. He goes, go ahead, don't worry about it.
So he kind of suckered you into this?
Yeah, of course.
Well, he doesn't like the fact that
And you know
have
where else
this.
he did that to me? He did that to me at Jason's wedding. Same thing.
And then he sandbagged you on the air?
Exactly.
Now, his criticism doesn't seem to be so much as... It doesn't seem to be...
Yeah, what is this? I hate him now.
Well,
What's that
it seems
about?
like he feels as though you put on a persona when you get on stage. You have this party guy persona, like when you make appearances at various strip clubs around the country.
It's not Gary.
Whoa. Hey.
Hey, the Giants lost.
But
They're done. Get the hat off.
but when you get on stage, it doesn't seem like he has a problem with you actually making the speech per se. It's the way you carry yourself once you're up on stage.
I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be on. I didn't want to make a speech. I wanted to be at the party. That was it. I didn't want to make a speech.
So you're a reluctant, grandstander. You don't want to be up on that soapbox, but you inevitably end up there.
Whatever.
So you're against your will, and you're just adapting. You're trying to do the best you can.
Whatever. I didn't. It wasn't my idea. Okay.
But do you think there's something subconsciously in your head
just
that
keep rambling on, don't you?
I'm commenting on some of the things Howard theorized about. I mean, do you feel as though subconsciously you feel like you have to get the party started, or
no? Not
maybe.
At all. Obviously, he thinks I got to get the party started.
And this feeling that you hate him or that you resent him.
I don't hate him. How does he dare say that?
You're the opposite of that. You love him.
Exactly.
So much so that every time he goes on break, you like to change your look up for him. Like
exactly. Yeah,
perhaps,
for him. Yeah.
Perhaps dye your beard.
I want to bring attention to myself.
Right.
Yeah.
Change up that beard. Maybe the facial hair patterns.
Right. Okay. We're done. We're done now.
Steve, you've probably covered many press conferences and seen people speak in public in a public forum.
That wasn't a public forum. It was a private
I'm just
forum.
saying, does Ronnie have what it takes to really MC and really lead and grandstand and carry on? Does he have that type of stage persona?
Tell me your favorite line. Go ahead.
It is no secret that I love listening to Ronnie. And at that beautiful party, Ronnie was one of the highlights for me. I love listening to Ronnie. I could listen to him read the phone book.
There you go. That's his famous line.
Now, why do you get such a kick out of Ronnie's?
He makes me laugh constantly.
And that's what a true MC or a ringleader like Ronnie should.
Ringleader. I like that.
When he's given the mic, when he's given the floor, that's what he should do, right?
He's just unbelievable. When you listen just now on the show, if you cut up the sound bites from him, it's magic. It's gold.
You hear that, John? It's gold.
What's gold?
My speeches. They're gold. Anything I say, according to Steve on the air, it's gold.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You come on wrap up today?
I'll try.
Please.
Right.
That's gold.
So you're saying in a way you're kind of like the King Midas of public speaking.
He's
absolutely
he's the best. Every time Ronnie comes on, when I'm in the back room there listening, I stop.
So why don't you think Howard understands the true gold that Ronnie possesses?
He does understand, you idiot. Why do you think he puts me on, you fool?
But this is why I wanted to bring my recorder. You understand? For you.
Well, obviously somebody did record it, so.
And you didn't break their shit.
I don't know who it was.
It was Goodstein.
Of course it's Goodstein.
Yeah! It's Goodstein! Yeah!
Here's some people love this. They love when I did the Channel 9 shows. But I've always tried to just give you me honestly, and that's the same. And this is what it is. This is what it is. And when people get tired of it, if I sense that my audience is done with me, I will leave.
That will never happen.
Well, there you go, Pete. I like your optimism.
That's never going to happen. There's nothing else out there that's really going to captivate people like your show has.
You know why I'm good on the radio, too? I was thinking about me the other day. Most of my day, I think about me.
That's a surprise. You were thinking about you?
99% of the time, I think about me. And then the other 1% is the rest of you. So I was thinking about my radio career. I was reflecting on it, and it was hard not to because everywhere in my office is a piece of memorabilia about my career.
You've gotten it to the point where you can't not think about it.
I fully embrace myself. I never used to, but now I do. Every award, everything is surrounding me.
Like a museum.
It's a museum to me.
The Hall of Howard.
Hall of Howard. Radio Hall of Fame. Because believe me, what else is there? And so I was thinking about me, and the reason I'm good on the radio is A, it's a certain ability, certain talent. That's one thing you got to have. B, there's 4 things you got to have. B, what was A again?
A was that you got to have a certain talent.
You got to have a certain ability. B, you got to be...
What is that certain ability? You didn't have it when you first started.
Well, no, it's a certain sensibility about the world, a certain sense of humor, a certain understanding about how to tell a story.
It was in him, though.
It was in me. Yeah. I mean...
Okay, well, what you're saying then
is... your family and the way you're raised.
You had it... I don't know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that many times I'd be sitting around my family and we had to tell a story.
Yeah.
My father would say to me, "Stop, it's boring." Now, these are harsh words, but they
fixed you right.
They fixed me. They made me nuts. They made me neurotic. It was mean, but nevertheless, they go, edit yourself. Most parents today listen and indulge every word a kid says. And quite frankly, they're healthier, but they're big bores. You hear some of my callers. They can't even, they do a wind-up for 15 minutes.
Yeah, they can't even get into the story.
They're bores because they've been overindulged and they've been told that everything they say is brilliant.
So what I'm just trying to decipher here is it still is something you learned. It wasn't an innate ability. You say your parents molded you.
Yes, that's true.
I agree.
Well, not just your parents. It's just but there also is it's like a great musician. They have a musical ability. Yes, they had to sit in their room and learn the guitar, let's say, Eddie Van Halen. But there's a certain ear they have and a certain ability to understand music. There is a talent there.
Okay, so then it's 2 separate things.
That's right. It is a physical sort of gift you're born with. B, it's also the way you're raised. That gift could remain dormant. Like if Eddie Van Halen hadn't had certain surroundings, if he hadn't had certain influences in terms of music, it might never have emerged. He might not have felt comfortable enough to encourage that. So it's partly environmental. It's partly sort of what you're born with. A certain ability to speak.
Okay, so you had a certain awareness of the world and a sensitivity and a sensibility toward information and outside events.
For example, my father was in radio. He was an engineer, but I was exposed to this idea of the microphone, people speaking into it. He was also a recording engineer. He had a recording studio.
So that was instrumental.
That's part of it, yes. Instrumental is an okay word to use. That's fine.
I mean, you would not have been on the radio without that, is what you're saying.
It's one of the components. That's right. Now, also...
The stars aligned, Howard. It might have been from God. You have to give God a little credit once in a while.
Well, yeah, that's what I call the thing that you're born with. This ability to look at the world and say, gee, Mad Magazine's got the right idea. There's satire there. You have to have a sense of humor and appreciation. Sense of humor has to be cultivated by your environment, but also you have to have that ability. It's sort of an ability somewhere inside of you.
Yeah, now there's another thing. Where does sense of humor come from?
Well, as Pete puts it, if you believe in God, or if you believe in the universe, nature, whatever it is, or the genetic sort of soup that we come from, it's just sort of something that's there. Like Beethoven had his musical thing, and it came out early.
That's how Artie made it to the point where he's at now.
Well, hold on. We'll get to Artie. Artie's a whole nother case. Artie defies.
I also think it has to do with the atmosphere. It's a combination of being born with it and the atmosphere you grow up in that develops.
That's correct. Now, the third component, which is essential in any success story. Now, I don't care what you apply this to. Pete, what do you want to be in life?
What do I want to be in life? I'm not even sure at this point.
All right, okay.
Well, we were specifically talking about you. You said you were thinking about
But here is the other...
And these 4 things.
Here is the essential component. You talked about the essential component. Here's the third thing is the essential component. And that is... I want to see who's paying attention at this point.
He's making it up right now.
No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you what it is.
All right.
It is having the ability to practice. Now, what do I mean by this?
Oh, you read this in a book a few
Outliers.
weeks ago.
I read some of Outliers, and I responded to it, but some of this is my own thoughts all along. Outliers says 10,000 hours are required to be an expert. Now, I've never added up the hours, but the hours of me watching television, listening to Brad Crandall on the radio, putting this together, seeing my father, and then actually having the time to develop this. WRNW, I was working a 6-hour shift, 6 days a week. And I got hours and hours of practice in college. I go down to the college radio station and start to practice. I started to practice all over the country what it is I wanted to do. Now, it's no different than when you talk to a guitar player who spent his entire childhood playing the guitar in his room over and over and over again. There are guys who have done that and never succeeded. They're okay guitar players. But the ones who have this, as I say, born talent, it comes out. But they have to put in the hours of practice.
Well, there are different levels of this born talent.
That's right.
Even the guy who doesn't play as well as Eddie Van Halen has a born musical talent.
That's right.
He's better than me at picking up a guitar.
Howard, you completed all the requirements that it took to get to where you're at.
Yes, but you didn't even hear the fourth requirement.
4.
You don't know what the fourth requirement is. I told you, thousands of hours
This guy
of practice.
will never complete anything.
Well, he wants to be a professional pot smoker.
ADD.
His ADD. He wants to be a professional marijuana user.
He wants Adderall.
Right. He's on his way to his 10,000 hours of practice.
He's on his way to his 10,000
But Pete,
Adderall.
the fourth thing, and I think this is very, very important, is being born in the right time frame. Now, this is something from Outliers, and this is a key component. When you hear about Bill Gates, who is a huge success, Bill Gates, if you go through his history, actually was born at a time where he had available to him as a kid, because his parents were into some sort of computer science. They knew a guy who could, back then you couldn't even get into a computer lab or get on a computer. When he was born, somehow the circumstances led up to he was allowed free hours, endless free hours in a computer lab where he got to work this stuff out. Him and his friends were like into this thing like crazy. If they physically couldn't get the computer time as children, in other words, he had a certain privilege that you don't have, I don't have. He was in the right place. I had a certain privilege. I got to see my father work with these guys with the microphone. I got to visit the radio station, WHOM. I got to watch the guys work. I was mesmerized. I was mesmerized by this. I got to see something a lot of people didn't get to see. Bill Gates, when they describe him, he got to do this in a lab. No one did. He got. It was too expensive for people at that time.
Computers were huge things. They didn't fit in people's homes.
Yeah, and I don't know the terminology of what it was he got for free, but it's a certain access to programming that you could only get programming time for an hour, and it was a fortune.
And you wouldn't waste this on a kid.
Right. He was allowed to go in there at night and use it all night and day. And that's what led to it. So it's part luck.
Well, let me ask you something.
Being born at the right time and part having an ability.
What about these people who are born with nothing?
Well, people who are born with nothing, it appears that they're born with nothing, but it's not always the case. Now, let me give you an example. You sit and you look at professional hockey players. That's what they do in the book Outliers. And the guy points out, he says, you know, everyone in Canada, for Canada's a huge hockey place. And they say, well, you know, why did this guy become a pro? He didn't have anything more than anybody else. Maybe he had some talent, this and that. But it was the mere fact that they were born either January, February, or March. Now, you would never pick up on this, but here's what happens. In the school system, It's a full year. The kids who are born January, February, March are physically bigger. There's huge differences in physicality. You're almost a year
Just
older.
from January, February, March?
You're almost
I
a
see
year
what you're saying.
older than someone born in December. And what would happen in hockey, for example, kids would go to school and the coaches would look for some star players.
And they take the bigger kids.
The bigger kids and also the kids who were older. They were a little more mature. They could understand a little better. They did better in school. They've even found that kids born January, February, March, because they're that almost a year older, they do better in school in the beginning. They get more attention from teachers. Therefore, they thrive a little more, get a little more encouragement, are noticed more, and they actually do better at certain things. But the hockey example is one where you are physically bigger. Now, they did find some hockey players who excelled who were born in, let's say, later months. But the majority, and the Canadian hockey players, because of the system and the public school system, January, February, March, I think it was something like 70%.
Yeah, but they at least had a hockey system. I'm talking about somebody who winds up
what I'm saying
being the president of South Africa, born in, what did Nelson Mandela have?
Well, what I'm saying is we don't know that because I don't know the history of Nelson Mandela, but there could be something as simple, Robin, as the day he was born. Because who would pick up on that with hockey?
The day he was born was very healthy.
I said not that, but there's there are circumstances that lead to somebody becoming great.
Or 𝗻𝗵cie 𝗄𝗿𝗱, whatever his name is, he was in Africa and they found him. What in the world?
He was 8'2", Robin.
Yeah, but you still got to go find him. He didn't get here on his own.
Anyway,
it was like
that is why it is difficult to even pluck anyone out and say, here's a radio show, or here's a TV show. It takes, like we were talking yesterday, they took David Lee Roth, a rock star, a guy who had spent his years practicing that and obviously excelled.
He's a good rock star.
That's right. And they said, go on the radio. Go do a radio show. Well, of course it was destined to fail. We all knew it. For some reason, the radio executives didn't know it.
Yeah, there were tons of people who didn't know it,
right.
Howard, and they had power, and they put him there.
They did, but we all knew it. My audience knew it. You knew it. I knew it.
It would have been like you touring as lead singer of Van Halen.
Exactly. It's funny that David Lee Roth didn't know it. It's funny. I remember interviewing David Lee Roth. I invited him in to say, hey, David's going to take over our morning show. And I remember he walked in with kind of a swagger. And I remember why. I think he was on edge. I think he was thinking that I was going to put him down and, and ridicule him for taking over our show. And I didn't. I was just the opposite. Every time he sort of got a little confrontational with me, I showered him with love, really. Right. I said, hey, David, I wish you the best. And I think it took him like into
by
surprise, yes. It took he was like, whoa.
He was defensive.
He was defensive that day. He really was. I remember it very well. And I don't think I'm projecting that. I think he really was.
Oh, no, it was absolutely true.
Yeah, and he, and I was just, and then when I was just saying to him, hey, I really wish you the best and hope you do well. But, and then he kind of in his arrogance said to me, and this is David, in typical David, he says to me, man, I'm used to speaking in front of audiences as big as 300,000 people. You think this is something to me? This isn't a big deal to me. I've been doing this my whole life. And
no, that's not what he said exactly. What he said was, this is the greatest opportunity for me because in a stadium, I could only speak to that many people.
Right.
Now I'm going to get to speak to all these millions of people. And you quietly pointed out that who said there are going to be millions for you?
Yeah, and I tried to say to him that day that you don't just automatically yes, millions of people show up to see Van Halen.
Yeah.
This is different. This is you. You're out there. You have a microphone. It's blank space. It's a canvas. And you've got to fill it with something entertaining that your audience will find compelling. And I knew this was a daunting task. I mean, this is not something easily done.
That people would show up for him talking.
Right. And they'd given him a couple of practice shows in Boston, and I guess someone had heard this stuff. And really, David was not prepared. The guy would have needed his, as they say in Outliers, 10,000 hours of practice, really. And who even knows if he has that talent anyway? He didn't, who knows if he had one of the 4 requirements?
The show was okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, everyone has a story to tell. I could listen to someone on the radio and tell them what they need to do.
But can they do it? That's the other thing. It's a matter of, can you actually do it?
When I hear someone on the radio, I go, oh, here's how you fix that. But then I go, well, if they're not going to hear that, how are they ever going to fix it?
And you would feel that way towards everybody. That's the thing. You would put your mind beliefs above everybody else's in the world.
What?
In radio, yes. In radio, I believe I'm as good as it gets. That's how I really do believe. And I'm not saying it from arrogance. I'm not saying it out of any sort of pompous notion. I don't feel about that way about anything in my life. I go to a psychiatrist 3 times a week and I go, I don't even know how to be. I don't even know how to be a human being.
You don't know how to be you.
I don't even know how to exist. It's pathetic in there. I mean, it really is. It is. You would think that I was an entire mess. But nevertheless, when it comes to this, radio, I mean, I'm as competent and as I am the Beethoven of radio.
Well, I said it early on. I couldn't understand how other people couldn't see how much you knew. And when they were, when we first started, when we were at DC 101, and they would sit in the room and they'd start trying to tell you things, I was like, don't they realize he's the smartest person in this room?
Well, you know what?
Don't they know they should be listening to him?
It led to a lot of frustration. It really did on my part.
Oh, I'm sure.
I would go home and sit there and go, why do I would visualize the whole thing, and I'd say, why don't they get this? Why don't they let me loose? I don't get it. I mean, when pig virus and 𝗦𝗵cie and
they were the worst.
And
John Hayes.
John
that was
Hayes.
Another one.
I mean, all of them. I sat there in a room and I said, this is like it would be as if Eddie Van Halen had to get guitar lessons from me. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Can you imagine people trying to tell Einstein what he should be doing?
Here's what you ought to do with that brain of yours.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that annoying to me. And I don't have this ability at anything else. It's this. I get this. I know what to do with this. Give me a fucking microphone. Give me a room full of my crew. And let the symphony begin.
And that's what Sirius Satellite Radio has been to you, Howard. It's the pinnacle of your career.
I'll tell you why.
You're respected, and you have the power there. You don't got to...
I know, I'm not respected. There's still people who don't believe I know what I'm talking about. Believe it or not.
Who?
I don't have to say names. They still think they know better than me. But I'm going to tell you something. One thing about here, I get more respect, and there's another thing I get. For the most part, I'm left alone, and this is the smartest thing you can do. Every time certain people poke their nose into this and start to mess around with my people, and I hate to be cryptic, but when they start to mess with my people, when they start to offer them jobs, when they start to tell them how to do their job, it is as I look at them as flies who have no conception of what is going on. And I look at them and I go, how dare you question what we're... I don't even mind questioning. Questioning's good. But for God's sakes, what makes you think you know better than we do? Don't come in here and inflict your pain on us. It's sure, listen, I'm not above criticism. I know there are things I do that are very boring on the radio. This might be boring on the radio. But for the most part, we're able to hit some home runs out of the park.
And stay around.
And stay around for the
There'll
party.
be one today.
That's right. Right now, there might not be a home run, but there will be one later. I can almost guarantee it.
You can't hit one every time.
Right.
Look, there are no slumps here.
That's right. We come in to do a show. And so, the reason I flourish here is, number one, they have an understanding to leave me alone. And by leave me alone, they're smart about it. They say, listen, we think you know what you're doing.
Here's a tough question. What sense does it make to not promote that you're going to come back to Sirius for no matter how long it is? So people can resubscribe, new people will join on, they're secure that you're going to be there. And we know you know this already.
I don't know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, why wouldn't you tell everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be around here. The radio show is going to continue.
Because I don't know that that's true. And I'm not going to lie to my audience.
He's claiming you know this already.
No, I don't know. I had a conversation. I had 5 conversations this weekend with my agent.
Mm-hmm. 5?
About this, yeah. Because he claims I'm unavailable to talk to him. I go, it's just the opposite, Don. He's the one that's not in the office on Friday and Monday.
Oh, my God. You can't find him.
I said, listen, I call you as soon as you call me. So we made an appointment to talk, and we got into some really good conversation. And we had like 5 conversations about this very topic. Mm-hmm. And, I do know what I want to do. I do know, Pete.
Yeah.
But I don't know that Sirius is going to go for it. You know what? If Sirius and I sat down in an easy way and sat down and said, here, let's continue on, it would never be that easy, because there are things that I would like to be able to do, mm-hmm. and there are things that I want to go and do, and I don't know that they're going to go for it. I have something in my mind where perhaps we could continue here.
They have to go for it.
They don't
have to do anything.
They don't have to do anything. Listen.
You created this.
No.
Look.
I did not. It was here before granted, no, I think they would have gone. I think Sirius would have been out of business had we not gone.
Look, he created a lot of things in radio.
Right.
And they let him go.
Right. And we see what happens when they let me go.
Well, they let you go, but they still let you go.
But they do. Listen, I don't know, Pete, if it'll make sense to the company. And I am a loyal supporter of this company. I love this company. I think satellite radio must stay around. I think it's terrific. And I think it's only going to get better. But the fact of the matter is, and by the way, someone said to me, you know how you say amazing on the radio? Mm-hmm. I say the fact of the matter is way too much. I was criticized for that.
Oh, dear.
But the fact of the matter is that we could possibly be around some more here. But who knows? Pete, if I had the answer and I could tell you, I would give it to you.
Waiting for it.
I don't know that it's going to be so easy to bang out a deal.
Man.
I don't know.
I'll tell you why this show is successful. The fact of the matter is Robin's amazing.
Well, that's right. That's right. You want to know something? And I'm going to take credit for Robin. Full credit.
Full credit.
Because
you didn't give birth to me. Give somebody
everything but let me tell you something. My ability to recognize Robin's greatness is what we're talking about.
And your chemistry,
here.
absolutely.
That's right.
Well, I recognize the chemistry. Let me take credit for that.
Okay.
Yeah, Robin.
Actually, I take credit for recognizing his genius.
That's right.
Her heart might be broke.
What?
Just not being around Howard every day. That's going to break your heart.
That would break
I mean,
her
some
heart.
people may not realize I was not going to take the job they were offering me until they played a tape of him. And then I said, I'm taking the job just to meet him. Mm-hmm. Because he's incredible.
True. That's true.
And that's when you started wanting him sexually.
That was it.
How many years have you been pining away from me?
Man.
By the way, nobody's taking credit for Benji's contribution.
Oh, jeez.
No, but that's just the point. Artie being a part of the show, Fred, Benji. These are people that I've chosen to work with, and they've chosen to work with me. And these are all good people, and that's part of it, too. You can't just have some schlubs.
Yeah, don't worry about that, Mo. That's not your responsibility.
I do, as a matter of fact. Or the fact of the matter is...
That's amazing.
That's right.
You've done enough for them.
I have several lucrative offers. I could be on The Real Housewives of Orange County as a fake husband.
There you go.
Fred has a lot of money saved.
Who knows what Fred's up to? You know, no one knows with Fred. How you doing over there, Fred?
I'm doing fine.
Let's get off of this topic and move on to something. How
actually,
are you?
I think
Is
it's
it
pretty
time to
good
check in with Fred?
that you talk about. I think people should be fascinated about what it takes to become a guy at the top.
That's right.
But not everybody has the ability, so why listen?
I don't know. Maybe
They'll just be
someone
disappointed in
Maybe
themselves.
someone will be inspired because you're right. Not everybody can do what you do.
Practice.
But practice doesn't do it for everyone.
I told you that's only one component.
But I think you also have to love it. I mean, there's one thing that when you hear Howard speak about radio, you hear a passion in his voice.
I don't love it.
You know, I think you do.
Look,
I think
Andre Agassi didn't
that
love
wasn't one of the
tennis. He
components.
was really
You're
good
lying
at
to
it.
me.
No, I don't love it.
When you said you were 5 years old, you dreamed of being on the radio.
Yes, but I didn't love it. There was a lot of pressure in my life. I didn't love it. And that's part of it, too.
You must love it because in spite of that pressure, you
People
come
who are
here
great-
every day, you did what you did.
No.
Well, if he says he doesn't love it, why are you arguing
He
with
wants
him?
Because I don't think he's aware of it. I don't think he's aware of his love for radio.
Do I love radio?
Hold on, let me find out. I think you're full
Do
of
I
shit.
what?
I think you love it.
For 25 years, I've sat over here, talked in the mic, played with these pots. What are you talking? I'm here every day. But do you love radio? Do I what? Do you love radio? For 30 years, I write the bits.
30 years.
Lay in bed and think of shit to say. Get up in the morning, eat my egg whites.
Yeah.
Talk to Benji and Fred. Do I love it? Do I love radio?
Not at 5:59 a.m., that's for sure.
I've been going to sleep at 8 o'clock. Watching TV and going to bed. Not fucking Beth, making sure I get to sleep. And you ask me, do I love it? What kind of question is this? But do you love it? Do I love radio? All right, thanks, Pete. Good to speak to you.
This is a Howard TV original production.
Hi, I'm Bobby Rooney. I manage Beetlejuice, and I'm also a professional boxer. Beetle lives here with me, my wife, and our 3 kids. Pete and I had cameras follow us around for the past couple of weeks, capturing Beat's day-to-day life. In this episode, Beetle's training me for my title fight. This is Beetle. Right, Snakehead?
Righto, stop the cop.
What?
This is Beetle, is as bad as can. He knows he's the best. This is Beetle.
And that's the man.
What did I say?
That you're bad as can.
Ah, very daddy.
So be prepared to witness.
He's a tough guy.
And this is how we handle
Something
business.
totally straight up.
The cameraman is unsafe.
I don't want no camera in my fucking face. I'm the best.
Big and he's strong, and you should know that this is Beetlejuice's show.
This is Beetle.
Speak! come on, let's go. You ready? I started boxing when I was 15 years old, but since I hooked up with Beetlejuice, my career has just taken off. Come on, man, what the hell?
Well, yes, here we go.
Beat's been training me for about 3 years now. Usually what we do is we set the alarm for about 6 a.m. He'll decide to stretch me. Hold it right there. He always tells me I have to stretch my balls.
Stretch your nuts. You don't have a nut.
You're not going to stretch my nuts?
Stretch your nuts.
What do you mean when you say stretch my balls? You really want me to pull them?
Oh, when you stretch your balls, you stretch your balls. What else you got to do?
For what, though? What does it do for my...
Hey, I hope you when you stretch your nuts.
What kind of trainer are you, man?
Hey, I'm a fuck nut.
Pete, do you have to smoke every time we run?
I don't think so.
Pete, why do you have to smoke when I'm training? You know that's not good for my lungs, for my stamina?
I can't smoke and it's not even lick, you dick.
You think that's good for me?
No.
Inhale that smoke? Is it good for my lungs?
It's not good for you.
It's not good for my stamina?
It's not good for your stamina.
It's a big fight coming up, Pete.
Oh, yeah.
It's the big one, man. Every time I ask him who my next opponent is, he gives me a different name. He told me I'm fighting Mike Tyson last week. He told me I was fighting Tommy Hearns.
Oh, you probably know. You never know.
He told me Ricky Styles, whoever that is. I never even heard of him.
Any person you can fight with, it doesn't matter.
By the way, do you have me an opponent yet?
Yeah.
Who am I fighting?
He's fighting Tony to Tony.
Who?
Ray to Ray.
It seems like he thinks that insulting me and belittling me helps me.
Run, you fucking bastard! You fucking filthy bastard! Run!
When he insults me while I'm running and tells me, let's go, you cocksucker, pick up the pace, I think that really gives me the fire.
Real quick. Run, you silly bastard!
You have to abuse me every time we run?
Hell yeah, you fucking bastard! You ready?
You ready?
I'm ready.
You got your seatbelt on?
I got it on, brother. There we go.
Oh, sorry.
I'm way too heavy.
You all right?
I'm fine. There we go. Go faster. Go ahead, Bobby. You got it. Go ahead. Faster. You got it. Faster. 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 Oh, faster.
Pete, I just farted. Did you smell it?
Oh, yeah. There we go.
We gotta go to the market, Pete.
Let's go to the market to get the protein shake. Yeah! Yeah! We're going to the market to get the protein shake. And now, taking a beat.
You scream Jews a lot. What is it?
I say, fuck you, you Jew.
Don't you have some Jewish friends? No.
Hell no.
What about Levy?
Levy's a fucking Jew.
Is he your buddy, though?
He's still my friend, buddy. I still call him a dirty Jew.
What about Julie? He's your boy?
Julie's not a Jew.
No? Why do they call him Julie, then?
Huh? Oh, he's not a Jew. He's Catholic. He's not a Jew.
What are you?
Me? I'm not Catholic, motherfucker.
What are you?
I'm just a regular fucking person.
That's right. Here we go, Beat.
Here we go.
All right, look. I wrote everything down for you.
Okay.
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Celery.
Celery.
Bananas.
Bananas.
A bag of ice.
Bag of ice.
Big thing of yogurt.
Big yogurt. Okay.
Half a gallon of skim milk.
Okay, we got
carrots.
Carrots.
And 2 cucumbers.
Cucumbers. Okay.
Right? Seriously, don't mess this up. This is important for my training, these protein shakes, all right?
Okay. We got that.
You know, don't get no other bullshit, nothing. Just what's on the list.
Okay.
I sent Beat into the market by himself to get this stuff for my protein shake. Remember, Beat?
Whatever you did, I did it on my own. Let's start in. Let's see. Oh, we gotta go at it. This is good. Bananas. We got carrots. What the hell? Wait, let's get this in the way. Oh, can I get a pie, honey?
want on this roll?
No, no, no. A pizza.
A pizza pie.
He got everything on the list that we needed for the shake, but then he got a pizza, he got some diapers and some fucking formula, baby formula and shit. A lot of shit that we didn't need.
Where will I use? Where will I use?
But that's all right. He's my man. Whatever he does.
Hey, you put it in your shake, it's fucking great. Sorry, excuse me. I'll try that.
Hi, how are you today?
How you doing? There you go.
How much money did you have when you went in the shop that day?
Oh, probably I had like $400. Why?
40.
Okay.
41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're in trouble.
No, I ain't got the pizza. I don't want it.
We all set?
We all set.
How'd you do? You got everything?
I got everything.
What the hell is it? What'd you get fish sticks for?
Hey, for the 𝗛𝘄𝗿𝗍 steak.
Fish sticks, candy? What are we gonna do with candy?
Oh, that's for later.
Man, I told you what I needed.
Oh, I couldn't know where I didn't know where you were running it.
What'd you get flowers for, dude?
Hey, just to put it on the side.
The side of what? You can't put this in the shakes.
Hey, it's saltine steak.
You're killing me, bro. Come on. Why did you buy flowers, candy, and fish sticks when I sent you in for vegetable?
Oh, because I must have given it to him because he's my bitch.
You ready, Beat? We're gonna make some protein shakes right now. Beat makes me a real healthy shake. He puts nothing but real healthy ingredients in it. What do you usually put in my shakes?
You can put peanut butter, steak, ice cream, whatever the fuck you want to put in.
Dog shit.
Not dog shit.
No?
You can't put no dog shit in no fucking blender.
What else could we put in there? Seems like something's missing.
Missing. Now, let's see. What's missing?
When he was making my protein shake for my fight, he pulled out a bottle of vodka. I was like, hey, B, what the fuck? Remember you?
Hey, because I took a fucking drink, that's why. Ooh, that's a nice cold ride.
So what are you doing with that?
What are we going to do with that? We're going to put it in there.
That's for my training? I'm going to drink vodka?
Drink vodka? You ain't drinking this, are you?
You can't put that in my shake, man.
You don't need this in your shake.
No. So we're good, right?
We're good right there. That's good.
Smells good.
Smells good.
Here's to another great training camp, Pete. Thanks for everything, buddy.
Thanks for everything. It's fucking good. And now, taking a beat.
You're boogering, you know.
I do?
Your left nostril, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Check in there.
None in there. I gotta grab some. Shit.
You can just grab it with your hand and throw it out the window, no? And just throw it. What is that? Let me check it out.
Oh, I got it out.
Clean sweep?
Yep.
Yep.
Come on,
we gotta go to the gym. Hurry up.
Come on, let's go to the gym, all right?
Do you have my opponent's name beat? Do you know the guy's name that I'm fighting?
You fighting that Polish guy, right?
I don't know. What's his name?
I think his name, I think his name, Richard Styles or something. Oh, Richard Styles? Oh.
Ricky Styles?
Something like that. I don't know.
When me and Beat are preparing for a fight, we take it to ringside in Jersey City.
Hey, what's up, Bob?
What's up, bro?
What's up, Chef?
What's up, Coach?
Where you been, B? We've been waiting a half hour.
Hey! B, what happened? Walking around.
We've been waiting a half hour. What's up, Chef?
Let's go to work.
Ready to
Let's go to work.
Let's go to work, baby. Beetle decided to bring in a co-trainer to help out with us. He's Mike. He's been in the business for a long time. He's studied under Beetlejuice, so he's, you know, he knows what he's doing.
You gotta get on his toes, boy. You gotta tell him. You gotta be on his toes.
Yeah, he's on his toes.
Tell him then.
Stay on your toes. Don't square up. You got fast hands. Come on.
Finish up.
Finish up. Finish that last up.
Come on.
Finish strong. There you go. I'm motivated while he's in the ring. If you're gonna motivate somebody, you do it. That's how you think, dude. Think before you do it. Come on, faster. Come on, faster.
Faster than that.
Come on, faster than that. Come on, don't forget that right hand though. Come on.
Chin up.
Get the chin up. Get that chin up. Keep it up.
Body in it.
Get that body. Get that body.
Yell at him, B. He's slow.
Come on, stay on that toe. Come on, let's go. Stay on that toe.
He usually likes to hold the heavy bag while I hit the heavy bag.
One time.
Make him work. Call it the combination.
Let's go.
Let's go. Watch your speed.
There we go.
Come on.
When I'm hitting the heavy bag, he does everything he can. He holds it, and his feet are off the ground, and he's wobbling around and shit.
Sound like I'm doing a fucking bottle rock dance.
He's like a bottle rocket.
You said yeah. You said yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Come on.
Hold that down.
Hold the bag still. Come
Hold
on.
it tight,
Hold
B.
it still.
This guy's
Come on.
120 pounds.
Come on.
I got it. Don't worry.
Come on.
Don't worry, I
Put
got
the
it.
hook behind
Hold
that.
it tight, B.
That's it. Now go to the body. Switch to the
Go
body.
to the body. Come on.
Come.
Keep it up.
Push him.
Good work.
When I'm working out, Beat wants to make sure I have a lot of fluids in my body so I don't get dehydrated. Come on, get the water in there. All right, good. That's good.
If you box, you gotta stay hydrated. That's how it goes, man.
Back up. Double jab right hand. Left hook right hand. Is that good?
That's good.
One more time.
Don't forget that right hand. Don't forget.
Dig to the body.
Dig to the body.
Yeah. Go to the body, buddy.
You know how we got that?
There you go.
Come on.
Come on.
There we go.
There you go. Come on, Jeff. 10 seconds.
Finish up.
Come on. 10 seconds, bro.
Come on.
Come on, Jeff. 10 seconds.
There we go.
There you go. And now, taking a beat. There's the graveyard.
You ever going there?
Oh, crazy?
Want to go in there now?
No.
Come on, let's go in the graveyard.
What are you, crazy?
Why not? I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna pull in.
No, I ain't going in there.
Why not?
You crazy?
We'll take a little walk through the graveyard.
No, I ain't not going in no graveyard.
How do you get in? Right there?
I'm not going in there. You crazy?
We'll walk around for a little while. We'll take a look around.
I'm not going in there, dude.
Come on, dude.
I'm not going in there.
You gonna make me go by myself?
I'm not going in there. Come on, Bobby. I'm not going in there.
Why not?
I'm scared.
You don't like graveyards?
No, I don't. Bobby, I'm scared.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm scared.
I would never do that to you, bro. Hey, B, why were you late for my fight last time? I was looking everywhere for you.
Everywhere? I was downstairs. I don't know where y'all guys was.
Hey, where were you? Oh, you just got here?
Yeah, I just got here in 5 minutes.
Looking for you, dude.
I just got here in 5 minutes.
Where'd you go?
Huh?
Where were you?
I was at work all day.
At work?
Yeah.
He's a cop now.
2 days already, after office.
Don't go nowhere and don't drink, all right? Until after the fight, no drink.
I ain't gonna.
You gotta take a shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's gotta drop a juice.
Did you stop for a couple drinks? Is that why you were late?
Probably. Shot in the fire.
Shot in the beer? That's the way you gotta train, motherfucker. You know that.
Fuck that.
He drank a little.
You didn't have anything to drink.
No, I didn't have my
It was seltzer.
No. I had seltzer water.
Seltzer water.
I had seltzer water.
I can smell it.
Yeah, seltzer.
What? It's only seltzer water.
It's it. Seltzer water.
I can smell
What?
it.
Women drink that, right?
I can smell the seltzer.
Come on.
It's only seltzer water.
Seltzer water.
On fight night, Beat really gets real intense and emotional with me in the locker room. He tells me, listen to him, to shut everybody out. Don't listen to anybody else. Just listen to him. And he's with me. He's behind me 100%.
I said, I love you. You can't lose. Once you know we get in the ring, we got to do this. Don't worry about what I'm saying. Just do what I tell you. When you do that uppercut, just do that. When I get in the ring, when I tell you something, you do it.
Always.
You gotta do what I tell you. I don't care what nobody else says. Just do what I tell you. Focus on it. Keep your mind on it. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. When you get in that ring, make sure when I tell you, do what I tell you. Do what I tell you. That's the main thing in your head. Do what I tell you.
Having Beat in my corner means the world to me. As long as he's there, I know if I listen to him and I execute his game plan, I'm going to have a good outcome every time.
When I get in the ring, when I tell you something, you do it. Stop that jab! Stop I don't care what nobody else says. Just do what I tell you. Stop the jab! Like I told you! Stop the jab! There you go! Do what I tell you. Stop the jab! Stop the jab! There we go!
This last fight, it was definitely for Beetle. I dedicated it to him. You know, with him at my side, I know I'm going to win. Beat, I just want to thank you for getting me that victory. I couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you.
Now, is it all right if I use this little fucking head as a speed bag?
Oh.
Come on.
You wouldn't use it,
Let's
but
go,
it
bro.
won't help you. It won't damn fucking help you, scumbag.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, Robin stopped by the show, talked about her thoughts on going to Guatemala. We told her she was crazy for going. And then we discussed other trips she took that didn't work out so well to third world nations like to Venezuela and to India. So here's how it went.
I was not going to get on a plane and just go to Guatemala.
Right.
So let's dispel that. It sounds like people think I'm just going to be wandering the streets of Guatemala alone, looking for people who need help.
You missed the beginning of this, which is really funny. The guy said he went down there 4 times for, an adoption thing. He said the Marriott was surrounded by barbed wire, and they told you that if you leave the hotel, you're on your own.
Right.
And he said the worst place he went to, the guy who was Guatemalan drove by at 90 miles an hour, wouldn't even stop.
You understand where everyone's concern is coming from, Robin.
Of course, I'm concerned, but I'm interested in going to a place that has those kind of problems.
So the danger is part of the thrill for you for the trip?
No, it's not a thrill. Sometimes unless you've actually seen or experienced something, you really can't convey the need. And that's what I'm looking for.
So you feel like you have to be there to really express.
Yeah, I have to see it firsthand.
So who are you dealing with? An organization, a charity of some sort that's going to facilitate this trip?
Yes, it's called the United Nations Foundation.
Okay. I wasn't sure. So you spoke, but you've already spoken to them, and they've told you that they've given you an idea of what you'd be doing and how safe it'll be.
No, they just said we're putting together a trip. I had talked about wanting to go see what they do firsthand. Right. And they said we're putting together a trip to Guatemala. I had originally said, because they do a lot of work in Africa too, and I had said to you guys that I have an interest in doing that. And they said, well, the next trip we're organizing is to Guatemala. Maybe, I know it's not Africa, but maybe you could do that one.
What about the rough parts of Hawaii? They didn't have any trips.
Well, Robin, I was saying that I actually identify with you on this because when I was going to Afghanistan, I was getting the whole you're crazy to go, this and that,
I remember
and all
that.
You might have been doing it.
No, I was not one of the ones who said you're a father, you shouldn't go.
I might have to get tape of that, but I will tell you that I spoke to the people at the USO, and it was great because they said, listen. We have to, there's always this, there's always that. But they said, the thing that made me feel really good, they said, in the history of the USO, no one's ever died. Mm-hmm. Then I said that on the air, and then people told me, Glenn Miller died. but he died, in a plane crash.
On the way to or from, you're in danger.
No one's ever been kidnapped and murdered on a USO tour. So I'm hoping the UN has a similar track record.
I haven't asked them the track record.
I see Alicia Keys in Africa. I see Madonna in Africa.
There are a lot of people coming and going, and, I've never heard of... We haven't lost any stars.
But I will tell you, the other rap I got, even when I was over there, was, one of the shows we did was in Kandahar, and then one of the shows we did was 150 miles north of Kandahar, and it was pretty rural. I was told, you hear Robin Williams does it, Billy Crystal does it, Letterman does it. Then I found out that those guys go to a base in Iraq, which is not even near anything that's going on, and they do it on that base. They're not really in the thick of it. So you have to really investigate.
Yeah.
Now, the off-air chat that Howard had with you, did that have any effect on your...
10 seconds. Gary witnessed that.
I did. I told him.
He said, please don't go. Please don't go.
And I said,
was it.
And I said, Robin goes, I'll be safe. And I go, what if you don't feel safe? Robin goes, then I'm not going.
Hey, Rob,
very simple.
The level of safety you feel right now, if you, had kids Gary's age at this point, would it stop you from going?
I would take my kids with me.
So they can experience what you're experiencing?
Absolutely.
Oh, I thought you mean you didn't like your kids.
Yeah, I would
leave them there.
It would be interesting. I had a list that we didn't get around to talking to. I showed to Howard today, and it was from the United States Embassy documenting all the crimes against tourists in Guatemala this year, and it was 6 pages long.
Right.
But I wonder what that list would look like if you were Guatemalan and it was a Guatemalan embassy talking about Manhattan. How much crime there was against tourists in Manhattan this year.
But, you know, again, those are people who knows why they're in Guatemala. Maybe they're just there to see the sights or to have an adventure or to do whatever. I'm going under different circumstances.
Oh, no, but that may not... Why you're going doesn't change what somebody might do.
They always ask.
No, wait a minute.
Leave her alone. She's a good person.
No. They say these people were out just walking around. I'm not going to be out just walking around.
Robin, I'm glad you're down here because before Guatemala came up, we were talking about your event because there's still a lot of confusion as to...
you know, we were trying to do something simple, and it has caused nothing but confusion. It's amazing.
Okay, so can you clarify for us? It's a cocktail party for the charity, and... You said there was sort of a confluence there with your friend who's an artist. He's going to be selling some artwork.
The artwork is for sale.
Okay.
It's an art show and reception.
Okay.
Or an exhibition and a reception.
Because Benji asked, could he just come and, you know, look around and eat some food? And
I know I could.
Go.
No. I know I could, but what I wonder is, what is Robin's expectation?
That you'd come and walk around. What would I expect from Benji?
Benji's saying if he comes with a date and he comes and has a couple of glasses of wine and a couple of hors d'oeuvres but doesn't buy anything, will that be seen as you know, being...
No. You're there.
No, I know you would never say, like, hey, you know, where's your gift? Like, but is your expectation that whoever goes donates?
No. The expectation is you'll come and you'll see the art and you'll learn about the Girl Fund.
Oh, I like that.
Now, what about all these implications that you're involved somehow with this artist?
That's it. I'm out of here. I do enough of that on the show.
I will tell you one thing. John asked me if I thought there was something going on, and I said there was. I can't point to anything. But we went to a charity event a week ago, and I sat next to your new best friend, Ross's wife, Melissa. And I tried to squeeze information out of her. She's either nothing's going on or she's an amazing actress. Because she goes, oh my gosh, no. You know, and I don't know, she seemed pretty credible, but that makes me believe it even less.
Well, you guys continue to speculate, and I have to go.
Is there
work
any chance
on this event?
It's her son, like secretly?
That guy's Robin's son?
Yeah.
The math is there. He's 39.
He's not 39.
39?
I think he said he was 39. How old is he?
He's like 28.
I don't know his age.
But Robin, one thing you did...
It was 29.
39 seems old.
I'll move off this topic. But one thing you did say, you said you have a burning desire to save the world. And I thought you were saying it in part tongue-in-cheek, but in part seriously. Like you want to have that kind of effect. What other things do you want to do that you haven't done?
Let's take it one at a time. This is a big deal, you know, to actually, you know... try to get to one of these developing countries and see what's happening. That's just a first attempt at education to find out what the problems are, what the needs are on a first-hand basis.
Because some of the trips you've gone on in the past, granted they weren't for this purpose, but Gary brought up, you know, issues you had in India or wherever else.
But that was a pleasure trip.
Yeah, but you had no pleasure.
No, because I couldn't get to the people who actually know how to get pleasure out of it.
I remember some discussion about you just being very... You were like, I think you tried to get out of there almost the second you got there. I think it took you 3 days to leave.
Well, here's what happened. Again, I was supposed to go. There was one plane a day to the place I was supposed to go to. And because I was delayed by a day because of equipment problems in England, I didn't get there on the day I was supposed to make that plane.
Right.
Every other day, that plane was booked solid. And so I had to go to the airport and see if somebody just didn't show up. For 4 days in a row, I did that. And my friends had to move on. They weren't staying in that one spot. So it would have meant staying 2 weeks where I was in the city of New Delhi or leaving. But I chose to leave.
And how did you feel about New Delhi?
That is not a place. I've told stories. I actually saw a man kick another man. A taxi driver took me. Every night I changed hotels because I was trying to find a decent hotel. And the last time I said, let me just go to a hotel with an American name. So I booked myself into the Hilton. And this cab came to get me. And it was almost like a cart with a lawnmower motor in it. And, the guy took me to a gas station and said, I need gas. I was like, oh, this is how he's gonna get money out of me. He's gonna ask me.
Wait, you had to gas up the car to get to where you were?
I need a transmission.
So
I need a kidney.
Right. So I paid for the gas, and then he drove me to the hotel, and I get out of the hotel, and there's a guy with, one of those Indian headdresses on and a red suit, and a beard standing at the door. And, he's getting my bags and everything, and he's taking it out. And then I'm going to go pay the cab driver. And I wanted to give him every dollar I had in my pocket. And so I'm just peeling off this Indian currency. And the doorman grabbed the money out of my hand and said, no. And he took a couple of dollars and he threw them at the guy. And the guy started to argue with him, but she wanted to give me. And he just kicked him and said, get out of here.
Hey, what's up? This is Will. And on Tuesday's wrap-up show, Medicated Pete came down to talk about the dating game that he was just in. We offered him a little bit of advice on, how to work it with a woman. God knows he needs it. Check it out.
Dave in Pennsylvania, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey guys, how we doing? I'm a huge fan.
Hey Dave.
I thought sure Medicated Pete was going to pick the older girl there that had been put in jail.
Chris.
Chris, yes. But then after the outcome, and he picked the girl in the wheelchair there. Was he intimidated by her because she was in jail? Or intimidated because of her age?
He didn't seem to be bothered by anything.
No. I mean, he seemed to say, I had a genuine connection with Dinah, and that's why I chose her.
Then why does everybody think that Chris would have been the one? I mean, the caller saying it, you guys said it.
I thought that he liked her as well.
I thought she was the easiest one to bang.
The middle one.
Yes.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah. Yeah, Howard used to say this a lot. He doesn't say it as much anymore, but this was even before I worked here. He used to always say, find a real fat girl with a pretty face, and then, work her way down. Then she'll be like loyal to you forever.
But what happens if she works her way up?
Well,
And I think Artie said she'll lose the weight, and then she'll lose Pete and go for Jared. I couldn't tell if that would be
quite a jump.
Well, how much weight do you think she's losing?
I don't know. But Dave, so you were surprised when Dinah ended up being the choice?
Yeah. Actually, I was. I thought I thought she was going to go with Chris. She was closer to his age. Yes, she was a little bit heavier, but she said she was going to lose all that weight. I thought she was going to pick her.
All right, well, Pete keeps everybody guessing, and if you missed it, here's when Pete makes that decision and takes the drama and cranks it up a couple of notches.
It has come out now, and I'm set to reveal my choice.
This guy's good. See how he drags it out?
Who I am going to be potentially seeing for a while.
Are you dragging it up because you're having doubts, or are you dragging it up for drama?
It's the drama.
Drama, good, okay.
This is as long as the relationship.
It's the ratings,
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give the rose to Dinah.
Dinah, you were contestant number 1. You're in a wheelchair. Dinah just wheeled out of here. I'm sorry.
She left.
By the way, I think in that clip, he sounds like Christopher Walken. He's like, by the way, I give the rose to Dinah.
Pete, definitely living in the moment, and I mean, physically gives a rose to Dinah in her wheelchair, and Dinah was happy to win. The next question has to be, what's going to happen on this date? How do you think this is going to go, Will?
I don't like the way it's sounding already. Even listening to that clip, he just sounds like, he's ready for marriage. And that's going to freak a girl out right away. She seems pretty normal, like she's had a relationship with guys before. He hasn't had a lot of experience with women, so it's kind of showing, and I worry that it's just going to freak her out.
Gary, where do you see this headed?
It's too soon to tell. I mean, it's going to be listen, they're going to go out today. There's going to be cameras on them. It's going to be very difficult. She seemed to genuinely like him, but how much she likes him, we're going to find out. But we'll know more. The thing is, I thought she's pretty genuine, so we're going to get a recap tomorrow, and I think she'll be pretty upfront about what she thinks.
Benji?
I think she'll say he's a nice, sweet guy. We had a great time, and maybe we'll see each other again. But unfortunately, I don't see it. She lives in Philadelphia. I don't. I think they'll have a nice time.
You know what's going to happen, because I've seen this go down before. What's today? Today's Tuesday? Mm-hmm. Like Thursday afternoon, Pete's like, can you give me the heavy chick's phone number?
Well, Medicated Pete now joining us here on the wrap-up show. And Pete, a lot of people thought you were going to take Chris, yet you said that there was a connection that you felt with Dinah. Can you describe that connection that you guys had?
Well, I think I felt off the bat that we had a connection with this disability thing. So we had something to relate to, So it's something to talk about, So we're not on like uncommon ground, you know what I mean?
And you were pretty fired up this morning for this contest, no?
Yeah, I was. I still am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What was the little person's name?
Lila.
Lila.
Was Lila you picked? Was Lila ever in the mix?
Something though. I have to say something.
Say it.
What would you like to say, Pete?
I was a little. I honestly, I was a little intimidated by the other two.
Really? Why did Lila intimidate you, the smaller person, and then why did Chris intimidate you, who was the larger person?
I actually, I actually thought that they were coming on to me a little bit too much. They put too much pressure on me.
How so?
I just felt that I just got a bad vibe from them. They just can't. I think they wanted me to pick them, so I kind of had a lot of added pressure that way,
But all of them wanted you to pick them. That's why they were here.
Oh yeah, but more so to them, more so those two.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Dinah definitely was the most like.
I kind of felt threatened. I kind of felt threatened by the two of them.
But in what way?
So.
In what way did you feel threatened?
Just like like I said before, they almost wanted me to like pick them, so I was like on the spot with them a little bit,
Well, Gary.
With Dinah, she was more reserved, like more just like sitting back, you know?
So Chris and Lila were trying too hard, almost, would you say? Like, were they coming on to you too strong? I'm trying to understand what you mean by intimidating you.
They were trying too hard.
Like they were in it to win the game. They weren't there for you. You almost felt like.
No, they were. It seems like they were too competitive,
Like they wanted to win the game, and then it wasn't about you.
Yeah, like I thought in like a small way it wasn't about me. Mm-hmm. Like
So. Lila the whole time I noticed like was making eyes at Pete like the whole time. Like you'll see it more when it's on the TV show, but she was like kind of like winking and like
little
just,
adorable eyes.
Yeah,
and a great rack.
She was cute though. I mean, she had a lot going on for her. I mean, for her size and everything. But I mean, no.
Were you distracted at all by that?
A lot going on for a little is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Pete, were you distracted at all by any of the girls? Were they sort of trying to keep locked in on you, and as the other ones were talking, and maybe have an advantage at the game?
No, not really. Again, it's more of that intimidation thing, More,
but Dinah wasn't intimidating at all. Felt very natural.
No, she just felt like pretty cool, not intimidating at all. So that's one of my reasons.
Now, by the end of the game, it sounded like you were falling pretty hard for Dinah. Like, you know, you're smitten. I don't know if that's the right word, but it seems like you've got some great expectations for this date and maybe something beyond.
I think something could actually happen here. I think that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but.
And what's your game plan? How are you going to play it out for the rest of the day?
Well, we're going to this Western place, and this Western bar. I don't even know where it is, but somewhere. And we're going to somehow rob the mechanical bull. So that's going to be interesting in itself. So
yeah, but that's sort of a fun kind of moment for the cameras. I'm talking when you're sitting together at the table. Like what kind of conversation are you thinking of? Like what kind of move you're going to make?
When we're sitting down, I'm going to ask questions. You know,
you should kiss her right away. Get that out of the way.
I'm gonna be like, you know, like, hey, what's up? You know?
So what you?
You guys have any advice for Pete and what he should be doing?
Show the weapon right away.
No, just remember, it's a first date. You know, even though you might be a little smitten and everything, and you might think she's the one. Remember, it's a first date, and if you come on too strong, sometimes you could scare women away. But she seems to like you.
Yeah.
Tommy in Massachusetts, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Keep it real up in the field, right? What's up, guys?
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, Pete, you were awesome today.
Thank you.
It was surprising that you picked the one in the wheelchair, but I understand. You know, the fat one said, was her name Large Marge?
No.
Because she said that she didn't like to get oral sex, she liked to give it.
Right.
That's usually the winner right there. But you know what?
Yeah,
would be
very
great
true.
Show?
Yeah.
Great show. Mark the Bagger and Pete Tourette's.
Thank you, man.
All right, thanks for the suggestion, Tommy. Chris, I guess you said before, might have been a little bit of aggressive, but it seemed like she was up for anything. I mean, I would think.
Yeah, she definitely had a little bit of mine.
Hey, she was very sweet, but her weight didn't bother you at all? Like, you're still physically attracted to her?
It wasn't a weight issue at all.
But so you're physically attracted to her?
Was I physically attracted to her?
Yeah.
Not 100%, but yeah. I mean, there was some attraction there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what would be a turn off?
I mean, that's great if you can.
Yeah. Well, just the fact that she said she wanted to lose all this weight was kind of cool to me because she was conscious about that. You know?
Right.
What would be a turn off, Pete? What would be a turn off for you? Like, what could the girls have done or looked or said that you would have been like, game over, forget it, I'm not interested?
Well, he said it last week. Full-blown AIDS.
Hey everybody, it's 𝗛cie, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, Dan the song parody man called in to refute some claims that people were making, and wouldn't you know it, him and I got into it, things got heated, and we decided to end it like men, in a comic off, which sounds really gay. Check it out.
Are you surprised that this is your reputation here?
No, I'm not, because you guys constantly try to fucking prank me, constantly try to throw shit at me, and you have nothing. You have fucking nothing. So you have to make shit up. 𝗛cie talks shit about me, talking about my fucking appearance when the guy looks like a cross between a Holocaust survivor and a fucking cancer patient.
But what does that do? But what does that do when I get laughs and you get nothing on stage?
And he's criticizing it. I've never seen that happen where you got laughs and I got nothing. Again,
please, let me remind you of a story. Let me remind you something. In Florida, you're on stage dying, eating the biggest shit sandwich I've ever seen a comic eat on stage for 10 minutes when a guy looks at me who's standing in the back room, looks at me, points to you and goes, "Who wrote this shit for him?" And I told him, "You wrote this shit for you. That's the shit you present on stage." I would doubt that there's a fucking writer out there that would be proud to say, "I gave Dan that material."
𝗛cie, I understand that you're a comic and you've been doing it for over 10 years, and I know that because I've seen you do the exact same set for those entire 10 years without changing it up, except for maybe adding like an Elliot Offen impersonation and shit like that. And I'm sorry that you said, I didn't mean to say that you're a bad comedian when I said lack of material. I meant that you had a slow news
Tuesday, so you ran a bullshit news story on me. And if you're offended about that, then fuck you, man. I thought we were friends. When you fucking first came to New York with no money in your pocket and J-Rock didn't fucking reserve the hotel for you, I fucking bought your fucking hotel room for you until I got
You got my career started, and I thank you for that, Dan. I really do.
No, you didn't get my. I didn't take it.
Well, then what the fuck are you taking credit for? What are you taking credit for? I came out here because I was booked on the Stern Show, not to fucking room with you in an apartment that you're not even paying for.
No shit, I bought you.
You sitting here like you're fucking handing out people gold. You're squatting in some guy's fucking apartment with hair all over the fucking place.
You're twisting the fucking story. It wasn't my apartment. I fucking put my credit card down for you to have a room at the Park Central on 7th Avenue.
And I appreciate. Listen, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You attacked me first. You attacked me first.
Chris, and I fucking picked you up at the fucking airport. So don't give me the.
So what did I? And what have I done for you in Vegas, cocksucker? What did I do for you in Vegas? Who got you to go up on stages that you fucking can never set foot back on again because you sucked so fucking bad? Who helped you in Vegas with all the fucking connections I had?
In Vegas, you lying fucking piece of shit.
Fuck off! You're a fucking scumbag. You're a phony. You're a phony scumbag.
That you used to fucking do.
Fuck off. Fuck off. You had nowhere to go. You're banned from the Hard Rock. Where else are you gonna go?
Say this to my fucking face when it's not gang up on fucking.
You gonna bring one of your knives, Boy Scout?
I don't need any fucking knives.
Give me a fucking break. All you do is get outed on the air and then threaten people with physical fucking confrontation. That's all. That's your only fallback, dude.
No, I'm telling you, be a fucking man and see if you can look me in the eye.
I don't need to look you in the eye.
The same fucking lies in person that you're trying to fucking get air.
That's fine. I'll tell you face to face when you come up here for your 1 day of work a week.
This is all I can say. I hope your child, when it's born, looks just like you.
Hey, that's mean.
What? I said I hope his child looks like its father.
That's mean.
I know. Is that mean?
I don't know that. Is that to? Well, Dan. Is that to imply that Shuley's? Dan, stop talking for a second.
Day one, and I've even fucking sat around and allowed you to fucking run bullshit on me when you have a fucking slow news day, and then you
again with this slow fucking news day. The host of the show and numerous people told me not only did you take one gift bag, asshole, you took more than one, and I didn't even mention that on the air today.
No, you're totally full of shit, and you're fucking.
Everybody's full of shit but you. Everybody's full of shit but you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. You have it. You're never wrong. You can never take a step back and say, you know what? Maybe I was out of line there, right? We're all the fucking scumbag, lying, rat assholes, right?
Somebody handed me something, okay? You guys are constantly trying to fucking set me up for shit. But when I fucking see you, you won't look me in the eye and tell the same fucking lies because you can fucking do it over the airwaves, but you can't do it to
And
my
what are you
fucking
going to do? What are you going to do when you see me? You threatening me? You're going to come and punch me? You're going to come and fight me?
No, I want to see if you're capable of fucking telling the same lies while looking me in the face and showing the same anger and animosity towards me while looking me in the face. Because it's easier to lie to somebody or lie about somebody when you're not looking them in the eye.
But Dan, here's a newsflash for you. I'm not lying about what I'm saying. I'm just telling you what the fuck went down, what I was a witness to, and what numerous people were a witness to. And I was in the fucking studio, jerk off. I was there. I saw the bags lined up against the fucking wall, and I watched you fucking walk off with one.
No, you watched. You weren't there when the host of the show handed it to me. You watched me leave.
Who was it? Crystal Gale with her fucking long hair that I mistook for you? Get the fuck out of here.
Listen to me, Shuley. You're a fucking piece of shit. You're showing your fucking true colors.
I am. I don't bring a second suitcase when I go to fucking help a friend so I can clean out their fucking room. That's a scumbag. That's a fucking scumbag.
Never did that.
Of course not.
And again, fucking Sal keeps trying to crowbar that fucking story in that fucking Levy's old driver fucking said. Yeah, and now all of a sudden Yucca was witness to it. The last time it was somebody else. How many people fucking flew home with me, okay? I got the fucking ashtrays right here that were from the fucking Beaches show. They weren't from the hotel. I fucking prevented other people from taking shit from Artie's room. Some people that used to work for the show.
Dan, hold on a second. Do you think that there's a concerted effort by everyone on the show against you, or do you think that it's just, you're just another guy, it's part and parcel of being part of the show, that everybody throws everybody under the bus?
Everybody throws everybody on the bus.
But Dan,
and if they don't have anything fucking truthful to throw them under the bus with, they will conjure shit up.
But you don't think you're getting it any worse?
About the fucking ashtray came from Sal, and he wasn't even there.
Dan, you don't think you're getting it any worse than anybody?
What? No, I think everybody gets it. But you know what? I'm not a fucking pussy. I'll stand up for myself.
Hey Dan, I know you said everyone's...
Let me tell you some good words to live by. Don't ever start shit with anybody, but don't ever take shit from anybody. I don't start shit with anybody.
What fortune cookie did you read that in?
It's fucking game on. That it's game fucking on.
Hey Dan, I was just wondering, because you said everyone's making up this shit, so like when the news wanted to do a story on you, like Owen Artie $15,000, and you didn't want that story to run, and you got all angry, is that made up?
And
or
you
that
threatened Langford?
Yeah, you threatened Langford, and...
No, I didn't. No, I didn't threaten Langford.
Yes, you did.
It's very detrimental for him to run the fucking story. And he chose to do it anyway. Listen, Jason, you're the fucking bitch boy of the office. You're
Yeah, I know, Dan.
You're a little fucking man cunt pussy. Even back at fucking K-Rock, you were always the gossip girl that would fucking IM people in the other fucking offices about what
It's
was
weird. I have a
going on.
job here, Dan.
Fucking rat on people. What's that?
I have a job here. I'm here, 5 days a week. So I can't be that much of a bitch.
It gives you more time.
You tried out for a job here and couldn't beat Yucko the Clown.
Gary, when did Dan become like Scott Salem? Everybody's kicking the guy when he's down.
Listen, I've heard these stories from people.
That's what weak people do. That's what people with nothing better to do. That's what people with lower self-esteem do, if they want to feel better about themselves. That's why you don't see me ever jump out and fucking dogpile on people and shit on people. So I got fucking no problem with it. I got no problem with it. You guys are a bunch of fucking pussies. Anybody that's trying to talk shit and fucking gang up on somebody, the gang mentality is for fucking weaklings.
But Dan, you could make
Dan, hold on,
I'm talking. You could make the argument that in your own way, you gang up people because if this wasn't about you, you'd have a song parody ready about it for tomorrow morning. And I know while that's your job, that's also your way of ganging up.
That's not ganging up. That's not ganging up individually. It's a group of people attacking. And I have no problems. I can defend myself when a group of people attacking, okay? Whether it's fucking physical or verbal. I don't give a fuck.
Wait, Dan, I got an issue with that. So you're saying making a song parody about, let's say,
Gary's teeth
or Sal's wife's emotional friend or whatever. You don't think that's part of jumping in because it's an individual effort?
No, Gary's teeth is a fixture on the fucking show, okay? Okay, so that's not, it's something that he's accepted. I didn't make a single song about Sal's wife because I was respectful about that. The same way I didn't make any fucking songs about Artie being on drugs because I'm respectful of certain things. When something is an established fucking topic on the show, then I'll make it a song. But I'm never going to fucking drive a nail on somebody if I think it's going to hurt.
You're going to make a song about the hotel thing, man?
What's that?
You can make a song about this hotel thing?
What hotel thing?
Your hotel thing.
Tully in New York City, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah. I went to the airport. I put my suitcase down. The lady looked at me and said, "It's 100 fucking pounds."
Tully, go ahead.
Where's that fucking clown? No, I was just trying to think how many people have been at a 𝗛cie show and said to the guy next to him, "Hey, who wrote this shit?"
Well, it wasn't my show, but Dan was on the show. It was a show that Levy and I were doing, and Dan was up there sucking the life out of the room, and the guy asked who wrote his material.
Hey, Shuey, let's just go to a club together in New York City any fucking night. We'll
any day of the week.
Is this gonna,
any day
is this going to be like, hold on, guys, is this going to be like 8 Mile for comedy?
Yeah.
Comedy showdown.
Let's do it. Same fucking 20 minutes.
Let's go to the showtime at the Apollo. I'll do a set there.
Yo, Gary, hold on, Dan. That's a fair challenge. Let them go ahead.
I totally agree.
Anytime.
Let's get an audience and see how they react.
I have to tell you, I've never seen your comedy, and I'm not giving you any shit. The only thing is I know that you don't have as much experience as 𝗛cie, so I would think it would be more difficult for you, but I've never seen you.
No problem. We just go to a random comedy room, not packed with Stern fans, not packed with any friends.
And can I tell you something? The last time I saw Dan perform, I even complimented him on a bit that he did that I actually thought was really funny, and I told him about it, the one about your dad that you did, about your Jewish father, and I even complimented him about that. But,
of course,
you know,
because it was to my face, Julie. You're not looking me in the face right now.
I just complimented you now on it, douchebag. Open your move the hair out of your fucking ears and listen to what I'm saying. I just complimented you on it on the air, like I did to your face. And if you were standing in this studio right now, I'd tell you that you're an unfunny scumbag to your face today, like I did on the air.
Hey, can we do the challenge, Dan?
I'll give you the opportunity to do that in person any fucking time.
Can we do the challenge tonight, Dan?
Tonight I'm busy. I'm sorry, unless you want to do it after 10 o'clock.
Well, that's usually when people go to a comedy club. Shirley, could you do the challenge tonight if we found it?
Caroline's. I'll set
Well, don't say. Let's not say. Let's find another place.
Okay.
But
again, Shirley, the way to do it is unadvertised, without stacking the room with people, non-stern, regular crowd.
How many minutes?
Dan, how many minutes each?
How is he stack? How would he be stacking the room with people? You're on the show. Shuli's on the show. I mean, do you think Shuli gets an advantage there?
I say 10 minutes each because 10 minutes you could pack in your best stuff.
Right, 10 minutes each. 10 minutes
and no stern stuff at all. Just
no audience at all.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you advertise your comedy? That's every show, Benji.
Yeah.
What kind of logic is that?
No, he's saying he wants
a fair audience.
He wants to take the trial to another city.
No, he's got a point. He does have a point about that.
Yeah, I know. I'm in. So they're going to walk up and they're going to people who have no predisposition to the show.
You don't have to announce it. You just walk up to a club and let's see what happens.
I could laugh for 20 minutes straight at your fucking Elliot Orphan impression. I could laugh for fucking 10 minutes straight at your Bobcat Goldthwait impression because I'm old enough to fucking remember who he is. But if we just go into a regular fucking room, okay, where people aren't going to fucking know Elliot, they're not going to know the other stuff, and you just do your regular material, the stuff that I love.
That's fine, Dan. Whatever you say.
Just make a hold on. Just make Dan. Hold on. Dan. Stop talking.
Jesus.
Just make no Stern Show references.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. I did stand up long before I started working here, and I got unlike and Dan has a lot of material that has nothing to do with the show as well. So I'm more than happy.
All right.
I'm more than happy to do that.
10 minutes. No Stern Show references at a site you guys agree on. This is like 3 o'clock.
We don't know if it'll be tonight, but whenever we do it, make sure TV knows about it because I want it taped and I want audio for the show.
And if Dan loses, he cuts his ponytail off. How's that?
Yeah. So what does Shuli have to offer? He's going to grow hair if he fucking loses?
I'll shave my ass hair.
No, Dan, if you lose, you fess up that everything you said, every dispute you've had with all these so-called lies is truthful. You admit.
None of them are truthful, so I'm not going to fucking lie, and I'm not going to fucking lie under any circumstance.
And I wouldn't want him to do that.
Let me tell you something. In my defense, if I take my best 10 minutes, and even if it kills, if you put it on TV,
whoever loses,
the only 10 good minutes I have.
Whoever loses has to kiss the head of my cock.
Actually, boy, that's really gay.
Yeah, no, the foreskin. The Sal's will win no matter what. With the foreskin over it. You have to kiss my foreskin.
Okay.
All right. Sal. Whoever loses has to kiss my foreskin.
Boy, Sal, some guys on his cock so bad.
I don't care that it's Dan or Shuli. Why would you want a guy to kiss your penis?
Because it's disgusting, and I won't bathe for 2 days. And it'll smell like
everything is
like a twat rash.
Thursday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about the Superfan Trivia Contest, which came down to the last question, and Gina pulled it out. It was surprising that a woman won, surprising that Steve crossed out his answer when he almost had it, but not surprising that no one knew what Vinny Favale's full title was over at CBS. But it was a great contest. We talked about it a bunch, and here's how that went.
The Superfan Trivia Contest that was won by Gina, who it really came down to the last question, Gary, and she stuck with her answer, and I feel bad for Steve, who came in second place because he had it and then he just let it go.
Yeah, we should point out that when you see it on Howard TV, I have a monitor in my office. So when people were writing down the answers to the questions, the camera sort of pans across so you could see what everybody's doing. So I could see the answers that people wrote down before they revealed them. And Steve had written down the correct answer. And then Howard said, Matt, what do you have? And Matt, who was his competitor next to him, held up his answer. While he was holding up his answer, Steve, out of the clear blue sky, abruptly just scribbled off the right answer and put in the wrong answer. And Artie and I and Robin, we all saw it on our monitors, and we were like, what are you doing? But you can't yell it out because that's the contest.
You got to go with your gut in those situations, I guess, and something overcame Steve. He thought differently, and it cost him. It cost him the big prize.
Should have read the book Blink, where they tell you to go with your gut reaction.
But what did you think of today's contestants?
They were all really good. I could tell that, what was the guy from Boston's name again? Matt. I could tell that Matt was going to have Matt was at a disadvantage just because of his age. You know, it's just one of those things where you really have to have been listening to the show for a long time to run the gamut. But for a guy his age, I thought he knew a lot.
He did very well, and I thought the questions, they didn't go far necessarily that far back in Stern Show history. I mean, there was a question about Java and a couple others, but I thought he did well. But Steve and Gina both, hey, they know their stuff.
I thought Steve was a slam dunk. When I saw him in the green room, I had played him, I think, on Stump the Booey, Beat the Booey, and I beat him, but he was really, really good. But she was great. God bless her, man. She really kicked ass. And I've heard through people who work on the show here, I guess she's sort of in the inner circle of some of the Wack Pack and the Killers of Comedy. They say that her and her husband are like the nicest people you'll ever meet.
Oh, good for her. Congratulations, Gina. Were you surprised that a woman took home the big prize, Gary?
A little bit. I mean, I've met women who are big fans of the show, super fans, but there's just so few of them that, I mean, there are a lot of female fans of the show, but there are very few women who really, really know their stuff. And I just thought that guy, Steve, you know, he had a cockiness to him, and he just looked in a confidence. I thought he was going to be able to pull it off.
Now, Matt from Boston said a couple of things I found compelling. One was how the pride he took in heckling Artie and getting Artie to notice him, you know, just being acknowledged. Do you encounter that as well? Like somebody, if they can get you to react to a Baba Booey, you know, the pride they take in annoying you in some instances?
I guess. I mean, I only see the part where I'm annoyed. I don't know the pride that they take. I don't know if they go home and, you know, brag to their family. I think one of the most annoying ones, you know, I get it all the time, and sometimes it's a term of endearment, and sometimes people say it with like a, you know, like a thickness to it. They're like, "Hey, what's up, Baba Booey?" And you know, you could tell it's like that. But one of the most annoying ones is when I first moved up to Connecticut. I was in the supermarket, and the guy got on the speaker, and he's like, Baba Booey, third aisle, Baba Booey. And I'm sure he went home and told his whole family, I tormented Baba Booey today.
That's so funny. I never heard that. That's very funny.
Yeah, it was, and I'm like, I just moved up there, and I was like, God, I'm just trying to get, you know, lettuce and, you know, fucking whatever, avocados, whatever my wife wanted.
With the family, or were you by yourself?
I was by myself. But that's even weirder because I'm like walking down the aisles, and no one's reacting to it except for me. Like, nobody in the store knows even what that means.
Oh, but the guy who's saying it over the mic sure knows what it means.
So proud. So happy.
And the other thing Matt said was how big of an Eric the Midget fan is, and he was just thrilled beyond belief to be able to speak to Eric on the phone. How did you think Eric handled those accolades that Matt gave him?
Oh, the way he usually does, barely breathing. You know, you could tell, Eric, you're the greatest. I think you're the best. Da da da. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The long pause. Good. You know what I mean? Like the guy, he has no feelings.
He did apologize to Artie, though.
Not to me. He didn't apologize to me.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting an apology.
Yeah. He did. He should have, you know, listen, he jumped the gun. He crawled all over Artie without having all the facts.
That's true. Now,
well, I shouldn't say he crawled. He rolled all over Artie without all the facts.
Did you think the questions were too easy, too difficult, or just right?
It's very difficult for me to judge that because my knowledge, I think, is so extensive that I wonder how much a fan knows. I actually moved some of the questions around. Jason put them together, and I'd taken 2 questions that were in the easy, and I moved them to the medium. But I guess they were sufficient. You know, the way you know you failed on a question is when nobody gets the answer. Mm-hmm. And there was one of those today where no one got the answer.
I thought that made it. I mean, it was so. I thought it was calibrated just right. And I think even the fact that there was one thing that everyone missed, I thought it made it kind of interesting. There was, you know, I've been here a long time. There's a couple things I didn't know and a couple things I did. I was impressed.
Did you think it was going to come down to knowing 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿𝗱's title in full? I don't know if anyone knows that.
That's a great.
Even I had everything about it right, except instead of calling him vice president, I called him head. I always call him head of head of late night programming, CBS East Coast.
But now, do we know, is he still that? Because that's what he.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, vice president, CBS late night.
East Coast.
Late night. Vice president, late night programming.
Isn't it development? Or no?
CBS East Coast.
Late night program. Yeah.
They haven't developed anything in 20 years.
The East Coast is a kicker, but Steve,
on the East Coast.
Well, that was the fun part. Yeah, East Coast.
Well, Steve though almost had it. He just had director instead of VP, and he didn't have CBS. And Gina was close as well, but she didn't have that full title.
That was a good question.
Yeah, that question was a killer. Were you worried that Howard was going to run out of questions? They kept getting them all right.
Well, yeah, John, you and I were in the back. It got to the point where they were getting them right. John and I started trying to come up with some good questions just in case Howard said, what am I going to do? Because I hate it when he says, all right, we have nothing left, let's just split the money. It's a game. You should have a winner.
Yeah, and these guys set the bar really, really high. And again, congratulations to all of them. I know we did it once on the show, but which staff member do you think would have done the best on this quiz today?
Me. I really do. I mean, I think I go back the longest way, and I have a good memory about it. And I think, in fact, there was one question in there, and it was the only one I didn't know. It was one that we didn't use. Which staff member broke the glass on the Xerox machine while copying his bare ass?
I think I know that.
Who?
Fred.
That's correct.
That's correct. Yeah. And I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think you do well, Benj?
Yeah, pretty well for the years I was here. I've been here, yeah.
Right. The problem for you is that there's a huge chunk of time back, NBC and before
I know of because I've assimilated it in, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff I didn't know the years of Bongo. I knew around what years, but that wouldn't have gotten.
Those are the hardest questions, I think, when you need the specific year or date. That's really tough.
Yeah, for me, but Bongo, I put everything to something that's going on in my life. It's the same way I can tell you almost any year of a record by sort of remembering where I was when the record was. So for Bongo, it was easy because I remember Mary and I had just gotten married. So I knew it was 92. It was easy.
Now, if you missed it, here's the big ending where Steve comes so close, but Gina ends up winning Howard Stern Superfan Trivia.
What Tom Cruise movie did Kenneth Keith Kallenbach have a scene in before it was cut? The superfans are Ronnie. Steve is the last one to put his pen down. I'm going to go to Matt first. Matt, go ahead.
I said Rain Man.
Rain Man is not correct. Steve, go ahead.
I originally wrote Jerry Maguire, but I believe it was Vanilla Sky.
Vanilla Sky is not correct. Let's go to Gina. Gina?
Jerry Maguire.
That is correct.
You screwed yourself,
25 points. You are a super fan extraordinaire. Well, Steve and Gina are making out. Matt shaking hands. Steve, I thought you had that one.
You had
I did have it.
What went wrong? You crossed out the right answer.
Yeah.
You had Jerry Maguire. Why did you cross it out?
I just I knew that was Artie's movie.
That's
too.
the same one I got cut out of.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was the two of them
I'm a
together.
loser.
Our hearts go out to Steve, but congratulations to Gina.
And a good group of people today. Sometimes when people come in like that, they can be really, sometimes people get weirded out when they meet some of us and they get sort of odd and annoying. These were all super nice people.
Nick in Lake Tahoe, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey, Nick, what's
Who came
up?
up with all the questions?
Jason.
Did you all put them all together yourself, or everybody kind of pitched in on it? What's the deal on that?
Jason came up with some of them. I think John pitched in. Doug Goodstein pitched in a little bit, too.
Yeah, it was mostly Jason. Jason coordinated it, and then we sprinkled in a couple.
Yeah, the hardest one I had was the movie one. Which movie did Howard take his first wife to?
Yeah,
Besides that, I did really well.
I didn't know that one. When I looked at all the questions before, that was one of the ones I didn't know.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I'm a huge Lenny Bruce fan, so.
Hey, that was a great job today, guys. You guys have a good vacation. We'll talk to you.
Thanks. Right, thank you, Nick. Let's go to Rob in Connecticut. Rob, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. Good job today. Real quick, one funny thing I noticed that, given the size of some of the people in there, nobody even picked up on it. When they asked the question about JD and the web girl that he was a fan of, the one guy mentioned Cookie Puss, and nobody touched on what Cookie Puss actually is. It's a giant, ice cream cake from Carvel.
Yeah, no, we know it's a whole bit with Fred and we did a whole bit about it, and we just think that everybody knows because it's been played on the air so much.
I thought the series of answers to that question was probably the funniest part of that entire
Well,
bit.
it was Cookie Puss.
No, one was Pussy Fur.
Pussy Fur, the first guy said.
Then he said Kissy
Fur, which was correct, and then Cookie Puss.
Hey, did she ever? I don't know, JD's not. Did he actually get her to use the dog on her?
I'm not sure. Only JD would know that, and I don't think JD was particularly pleased.
I heard
that question was used.
Did you hear him yelling from the back?
Yes.
He was like, "Good enough already."
I think as different questions went by, a lot of people yelled when it was their question. How
did you react about the 80 blowjob?
I just said it's all for the show and moved on, even though I never claimed that.
Medicated Pete is a 34-year-old guy, never had a girlfriend. He's my intern. He's on Tourette's. Let's bring Pete in.
Where is he coming in from?
Come on, Pete. Who knows? Who knows if we can find him?
There you go.
There he is. Medicated Pete. How you
What's going
doing?
on, guys?
Take a look at the girls. Don't look down
He's
at the floor.
looking down. Poor Pete. He's so shy.
What's up, guys?
Hi, Pete.
That's right, girls. Say hi to Pete.
There he
what's going on?
Pete.
What's up, man?
Pete, are you Tourette'ing right now?
I'm taking out like it's going out of style right now.
You got 3 girls who have seen you. They understand you have Tourette's. They're interested in you. Pete, what are you thinking? Who do you feel the connection with?
Out of all due respect to the 3 candidates here on the show today,
go ahead.
I give the rose to Dinah.
Dinah, you were contestant number 1. You're in a wheelchair. Dinah just wheeled out of here. I'm sorry.
She left. She left.
I'm shocked. You're shocked. Why Dinah?
Well, I kind of feel that I have a connection with her, kind of from that.
From what, Queen?
From the just the disability thing, you know.
Let me just talk about Pete's date real quick. I'll give you the update. Pete, come on in. Hey, Dinah. Hello? Dinah?
Yes?
What was that?
What?
You were like this.
I have to pee.
Oh, you have to pee?
I have to pee, yes.
So why don't you go pee?
Because we were waiting for you, but we
Go
can
pee now. I'm feeling too much pressure.
No, it's okay. We can do this.
Pee, well, listen. Want to bring?
Are you there?
Want to bring the phone with you into the toilet?
No, it's okay.
All right, Dinah.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I want you to be honest. Don't hold back. Hey, Pete, how you doing, man?
What's up, guys?
Wait a minute. I want to know from Pete if he had a good time on his date.
Personally, I did have a good time.
Okay.
You had a good time on the date?
Yeah.
You guys went
thought
to lunch?
It went well?
And we had a good time.
You went to lunch?
Yeah.
You had some conversation?
Some conversation. Yeah.
Then you guys rode the mechanical bull? Well, you did. Dinah did.
Fun. She did, too.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got some film. We'll show that. We'll also got some video.
Yeah.
All right,
Because I
Dinah.
just wanted to know his perception of how things went.
Dinah,
Right.
I really want honesty here. I don't want you to sugarcoat it.
Okay.
How did it go?
Well, I did have fun on the bowl and stuff, but I have to be honest that it was really tough.
Yeah. I could tell. I didn't watch the video. I listened to the audio of the video. Okay. And I'm sitting there going, there's no way this girl's going to be into Pete. There's no way. First of all, she's cute.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you something. Did it start out with her being interested? Did he lose her interest, or?
All right, here's the bottom line. I'm going to teach Pete. This is good I got to hear these tapes, because now I know how to work with Pete. Pete could have shit going on. Mm-hmm. Your perception was it went well, Pete?
I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want him. I didn't want him to hear that there was any reservation on her part. I wanted to know what he thought.
Right, I understand. Could now when you
maybe I'm not seeing it properly.
Yeah, exactly. Because you were like,
that was a good date.
You saw her. You were physically attracted, and I don't blame you. I thought she was cute, and you were feeling even love for her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you left that date thinking that you were going to get a shot with her again?
No, I had kind of reservations.
What do you think went wrong?
I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. You know?
See, now this is with your prompting. He's really now seeing. See, I wanted to know.
I understand what you wanted to know, but I have to cut to the chase.
Yes, but I really wanted to hear that he thought it was a good date. He thought
did.
He had a chance.
Yeah, he thought he had a shot.
Yeah.
You thought you had a shot. But I'm telling you.
Realistically, no. I mean.
It went horribly. I was listening to the audio.
It was a terrible date.
I'll tell you what, and I'll sum it up for you real quick. Because you haven't had a lot of experience. You're 34 years old. You haven't had a girlfriend. And Dinah, you tell me if I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't ask her any questions, man.
Yes. Yes.
You know, it's not your looks. It's not your affliction with the Tourette's. You couldn't have been any less interested in her. When you're out with a girl and there are such long silences, you wouldn't believe it. Real uncomfortable long silences.
Were there?
All Pete had to do was pretend you're the host of an interview show. And here's your subject, Dinah. And you're there to hear everything about her life.
Right.
All you had to say to her was, Dinah, I'm so interested in, your life. So tell me where you were born. Boom. I was born in a small hospital and blah, 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 blah. Okay.
But you got to listen.
Yeah, you got to listen because you got to have follow-up questions. Right. And so you conduct an interview with a girl. And this is a great lesson for guys. And it took me years to actually realize this, that it's really not that hard to talk to girls. All you got to do is pretend to be interested in them.
Mm-hmm.
Pretend?
Be interested in them. Here's a girl in a wheelchair who's going to go to law school. So what do you say to a girl?
Be some interesting
what do you
stuff.
say, Pete, to a girl who's going to law school?
What type of law are you interested in?
Ah.
You didn't think of that yesterday?
Listen, like this. Here's what you say to her. What made you want to go to law school? Were you intimidated by going to law school? What kind of grades did you have in high school? Was this your dream your entire life to be a lawyer? Was your father a lawyer? Anyone in your family a lawyer? What is it about the law that interests you? Do you ever get frustrated that lawyers have such a bad reputation? Dude.
This would have been great conversation. Thanks.
She would have been putty in your hand. She would have said, you know what? I finally met a guy who cares about me. You hear what I'm saying?
What race would you most like to put in jail?
Any question would have worked.
Something, Artie.
But, Pete, you didn't ask her a thing except you rehashed one time. It was getting so uncomfortable, he finally goes to her again, what kind of music are you into? Which is what we asked her on the show. You knew already. You should have even said, gee, I thought it was really interesting you're into Queen. Because, I've always wanted to see them in concert. Did you ever get to see Freddie Mercury live? Something.
What concerts have you been to?
Yeah.
You went right back to the same question. What happened? You froze up, dude.
I did.
Were you interested in her?
I did. I was just so nervous.
Man, you choked.
It just...
You choked
didn't
on this
go
one.
well.
You know what, Pete? When you want something, you have to get over the nerve.
Well, not only that, it got so quiet in there. All they were doing is eating. And Pete's, like
Not
most
the
guys who are,
greatest eater.
he's not the
Amazing
greatest
anything,
eater.
yeah.
A lot of food flying all over the place. And, right, Dinah?
Yeah, that's just part of the food date is the messiness sometimes.
But you would have been okay with it if the guy was really a good guy asking you questions. When girls say, I want to only meet a great guy, all they're talking about is some guy who wants to ask him a few questions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling
Interested.
you. Yeah. All right, I'll play you some of the tape here, Pete.
Oh,
this is brutal.
Painful.
Here we go.
I'm not so sure if I want to hear it. But...
No, it's
Me
good for you to
neither.
hear.
Go
Because
ahead.
if I get you another date, you can't blow it like this.
Any question,
Yeah.
like what kind of gravy would you like on your shirt?
What? what
Yeah.
You got, Pete, you ready to hear this? What?
I'd rather go like this with chalkboard, but
So,
Go ahead.
Don't you want to learn something? This is the
Yeah, of
tough
course.
part of the
tough
whole
part of
stuff.
learning, Yeah.
All right,
okay.
here we go. Medicated Pete. Let me find
Let's
what
do it.
page. I got you. I listened to it this morning. I had a hard time with this here. I wanted to just give you a hug and say, Pete, this chick was a winner. You could have had this chick out of her wheelchair, laying there in the bed with those wobbly legs spread, and you could have been inside. This is not a girl who, she ain't too particular. Right, Dinah?
I have standards.
I understand. But no guy's getting into those pants if you don't ask her a question.
Conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell. You didn't even give him your number.
She did.
You got the number?
Yeah.
I did because it was kind of an awkward situation. I wasn't sure what to.
What to do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I once gave my number to Charles Manson because of it. It's just awkward. So I said, here. You see, you got the number, but you ain't never. You didn't call her last night, did you?
No.
No. She's already changed her number, I bet.
Email address. Too.
That's one of those temporary phones.
Yeah.
How soon into the date did you know it wasn't working, Dinah?
Well, at first I was hoping that I could get him to talk a little more, but I don't know, as we kind of walked over there and it was really quiet, I kind of got the hint that, like, oh, wow, I don't know what to do with this.
It was weird.
But Dinah, couldn't you help him at all?
No, she tried. You'll hear the tape. She tries. She really tried.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
And, hey, I was leaving work. I saw Pete crouched down in the hall with his head down, and Dinah's sitting next to him, and he wasn't saying anything to her. I knew there was going to be trouble.
Head down.
I should have pulled you aside right then and there, Pete. Right? I should have given you a lecture on how to
I was
handle
getting
it.
kind of nervous.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
What are you so nervous about?
Because I didn't, I don't know.
You thought she was out of your league?
No, with the, I don't know.
Well, Pete, when
What do you
you've
mean
been
you don't
sitting
know?
at home thinking about, girls, you've been dying to have a date, right? Haven't you rehearsed this in your
You got-
brain a million times?
Let me ask one question.
Yeah.
What happened? What do you mean you got nervous?
Well, it probably all went back to that staring thing in the hallway
Yeah.
with the equipment.
When you were staring?
And I saw you walk by, so I kind of wanted to not rehash that a little bit,
What are you talking about, Howard or the girl?
Howard.
What did I do?
We're
I
talking about the girl.
No. Like I said, it all came back to that staring thing when you were walking down the hall,
Yeah.
So I was.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, here we go. Here's Medicated Pete's date.
But I want to know, didn't you ever think about what a date would be like and what a great date?
Obviously
you
not.
were dreaming about a date and...
All right, let me get to
then
the
you
tape,
just
brother.
blew it.
Let me get to,
Let's
okay.
check this
Don't
away.
rub it in too bad to him. All right. He knows he blew it. I'm explaining it to him. Medicated Pete, here's his date. There's a lot of eating going on. What'd you order, by the way?
Hamburger.
Hamburger ain't for you on a date.
Ooh.
What you got to order is a glass of water.
Tea.
And tea. Tea and water. That's your meal. Not
You
even
got
soup.
a pedophore.
All right, here we go.
to give you my my contact stuff too.
Okay, cool. Or you can even, if you have my email, so if you just drop me an email,
okay,
then I will have your information.
Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Close quarters.
Yeah.
That's when you poked her with your arm accidentally, but at least I made some cut. He poked. He said he was sorry because he poked her in the arm with his arm.
Oh.
But at least it led to some conversation.
A little tick or something?
Yeah.
There's some stuff in here.
So, I mean, it was like that. Like she's eating and trying to get something. So here's some more.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
I mean, this is making me sad to say. I think Pete's near tears.
Oh, are you? Oh, Pete, you are?
No.
Oh no. Pete, I'm going to get you a girl. Don't worry. This is a good. This was the warm up.
I was
Oh dear.
You're going to be fine.
Come on, I mean, well, I mean, I don't know.
I think
I know how to hold a conversation, but
you choked on
but I
it.
guess